Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Hey, welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is your Couch Rider Raven, Jermaine Lockett, saying, hey, good evening to you. Good evening. My co-host, Cam Rue, I don't know where he's at, but y'all see him, just let him know we out there. We searching for him. Hopefully he'll be there on time next time, but I'm glad you're here with me. We got somebody in the room right now, my main man, Macri Souza. What's good, man? Hey, y'all, for those of y'all that do not know, Macri is about to serve a mission in Papua New Guinea. I think it's Papua New Guinea, and he is the first person in the room, but I definitely want to give him a shout out. My man is ready to rock, ready to go serve the Lord. I'm so excited for him in this new journey in his life. Let's go, Macri. All right. And Delicious, you didn't make it first in the room. Macri beat you to it. What's happening, man? Good to see you. And then Nana is here. Yes. We got people in the room. I'm excited. Let's go. So we're starting off with our collection plate, of course. We're going to pass that thing around. So make sure you please hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Now, the collection plate has been passed around. Let's get down to business. Cameron will show up eventually. Let me see if he actually says something in the text message real quick. He's talking about what we need to discuss, but I'm pretty sure he needs to be here in the room. Anyway, for those of y'all who were frustrated, just know, after looking up the stats this offseason, when you have the 32nd ranked defense against the pass, you're more likely going to get fired. And the other person had the 6th ranked offense in the league. You usually get to keep your job. So those of y'all frustrated, just know that G-Ro's still here. Y'all got to get over it. Y'all got to get over it. Got to get through it. Y'all hug one another. Kumbaya. Do what y'all need to do. Just know that they still here. And also people that are still here. Y'all going to have to deal with them because this man paying the big bucks, y'all. $10. Wilbur Gross, thank you so much. He says for the Baker Foundation. Apparently, Baker needs a foundation because his life after football is going to need it, and that life after football might come pretty soon here if things don't work out in Carolina. Just saying, Wilbur, just saying. That's the Save a Baker Foundation there. Y'all go ahead and donate to the Save a Baker Foundation. All proceeds will go to my son Cameron for his Pokemon habit and addiction. Yes, he's not here to defend himself, and yes, he probably has a problem. He's going to rehab or something. Anyway, moving forward. So like I said, G-Rose still here. Got to get over it, folks. Nana said, what's up? So what's happening, girl? How you doing? Want to say shout out to you. And hey, we bumped up. We went up, folks. We had 5 more subscribers this past week. I don't know what we did right. I mean, we did wrong. So y'all figure out what we did right, and we're going to have to duplicate that thing. We're going to have to put it in the little machine and hit the copy button on it and make sure we don't have no paper jams. And then we're going to recreate whatever we did Monday night. Something happened, or was it Monday night? I think we took Monday night off. It was like last Wednesday. Something went good. Appreciate you. Now we are here. We have made it to the motivational moment. Today's moment is brought to you by Trevor Hudson, Huderico Live. If you know Huderico, he's a great guy. He has his own show. He interviews boxing champions of the world. This guy has a lot of character, a lot of flavor. He's just an awesome interview personality. Check him out, Huderico Live on YouTube. His motivational thought was something that it was probably one of his first motivational thoughts that I had the pleasure of being able to hear. And it's about grass. It's about grass, not that kind of grass. No, we're talking grass being greener. We always hear about grass being greener on the other side, right? Well, I want you to think about this. If you think that grass is so green on that other side, one other thing you need to think about is how much is their water bill? How much is their water bill? That's something that you need to marinate on. Let it marinate in your spirit just for a little second there. Think about it. How much did they go through to maintain that green grass? How much sweat and seed and mowing and weeding and aerating of their lawn to make it look so green? How much sacrifice did they have or have to make? How much time away from their families in order to make that grass look that green? If you're not willing to go through the sacrifice to make your grass look as green as that on the other side, why are you even looking at it? You got your own grass to worry about. You got your own life to live. Go live it. Don't covet somebody else's unless you grinding and trying to get there. Get there and go make your grasses green. Go make that sacrifice. Go make them fun so that you can actually pay that water bill to make your grasses green. That is today's motivational moment. Thank you, Trevor Hudson, Hudrico Live. I appreciate what you've done for your military service, and I appreciate what you're currently doing right now for these young high schoolers. Much love, brother. All right, without further ado, I bring to you an empty seat because Cameroon, I don't know exactly where he's at right now. He's still missing. If anybody's seeing Cameroon, just know for 29 cents a day, we can go out there searching for the man, the myth, the legend, the chosen one, because all we see is a chair right now. Let's see. Wilbur says, it was me. The subscribers came for the truth about Baker. That's what they all 8 of them came for the all was it 5 of those subscribers came for the truth about Baker. That's funny. You are tripping. Anyway, so we have passed our motivational moment. So what you came to talk to about today, you saw the title. It's injuries and projections. So we looked in it. I looked at some stats, and I was hoping that Cameroon would show up, but not really. Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the chosen one. Oh, he was lotioning up.
Hold on, brother. Take it easy, homeboy. Gotta make sure this stuff is on my tack. There ain't nobody lotioning it up. I gotta put the cream on my tack, man, so it can heal up. I thought you were doing a motivational moment, so I was just letting you talk.
Oh, I did. Today's motivational moment was just about grass being greener. Don C's got some comments about grass being greener. He said, "Is the green grass Orlando Brown Jr. in the water, and was the cash he wanted from KC? And good evening." Yeah, appreciate it, Don C. I think what you're saying was the grass greener on that side of the street for Orlando Brown Jr. I mean, he's signing a franchise tag. Dude's still getting paid. He's still getting paid. It's just not as much.
Did he sign it? Because they said he said he might not show up. I know Bates is not showing up.
Yeah,
but I don't know if he's gonna sign it. They want to give him right tackle money.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him, but
I mean, you gotta look at Pat's pockets. He's sitting here holding half his check. And it's like, all right, my bad, bro. You still need to block for me though, homie.
Hey.
And the thing is, after we seen what the Rams are able to do with the cap, I think this is a copycat league. This is a copycat league for sure. If the Rams can finagle enough money, if the Raiders can finagle enough money the way they have finagled so much money with the cap, I believe just about anything is possible. Yeah, you're going to hurt a little bit further down the road. But if the Chiefs really want Orlando Brown as their guy for the future, they're convinced that he is that dude, then they can make it happen. There's no doubt in my mind.
You better make it happen. It's gonna get more expensive next year.
Yeah, or he's just gonna go to the Rams and they just play Monopoly money in. He'll be over there.
Because he knows he's gonna go someplace, bro. There's somebody going. I mean, he has a good argument because he did make the Pro Bowl as a left tackle for them, and he made the Pro Bowl twice with us. So one is melted in, and last year for Not last year. I'm sorry, but the last year he was with us as
Mm-hmm.
a tackle. So can't give him right tackle money or a little bit more than right tackle money. And he's a left tackle. He's your left tackle. Like, that's a hey.
Looks like Wilber's tossed a shade already. Says we caught Cam Rue at the wrong time, greasing his arm up like Lamar before throwing inaccurate. Bro, you just be having this material just ready. He just like reaches into his little. I think he's got a jar of insults, just ready.
He writes them down.
Yeah, he's just like, all right, I'm gonna put this in the jar for this occasion. Oh yeah, where's that one at? Okay, I think he's got this magical book about insults.
He write it down. Shoot.
Yeah, Don C. He didn't sign, but I think like I said, he's gonna get his money. Well, he's gonna get franchise money because he's gonna have to eventually sign this thing. Because if he doesn't another year get tacked on? No, see, he's a franchise guy right now. So if he don't sign, he don't play.
Yeah, him and Bates, neither one of them signed the franchise tag.
Yeah, and they can basically use the franchise tag again next year if he doesn't play. It just resets the year.
Yeah. So
Big Red says, "What's good?"
What's up, Big Red? You better off trading him if that's the case. If that's what you're gonna do. Because obviously you don't want a disgruntled player. You don't want to pay a disgruntled player.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, who was the last person to set out the full season was Le'Veon. That didn't work out too well for him. Sure, he got $14 million the next year, but his production went through the floor because it was with a new team who did not know his style and were not willing to have a patience period for him.
If he would have went to a good team,
yeah,
he would have been good. He went to the Jets.
He went to the Jets.
He went to the Jets, and that was a hole in the floor. Not even a hole in the wall, a hole in the floor from the game.
I know the pain of trying to rebuild the Jets. I got them over here in a Madden franchise league right now.
Oh, really?
And, oh, my goodness. You talking about the first, 4 or 5 games of the season. I'm sitting here just, trying to develop players, and it's a struggle bus. I'm looking at some of the I look at the overalls, and they got the Jets at, 77. I got them up to, an 84. And now I'm balling. But, man, you talking about struggle bus. Had to just pretty much hit the reset button on them, man.
That's off the game.
Yeah, that's on the game. I mean, imagine what the general manager is going through right now. Just all right, look, somebody brought in too many Ravens before, all these Raven scraps. And they got to help clean half of this mess up.
Yeah.
All right, and I fired so many people, had so much turnover. It's hard to get continuity here. Robert is here, so this is good. And we got Zach over here messing with people's mamas, best friends, or his mama best friend. I got all this nonsense going on. But we had an amazing draft. I can work with this. I can work with it. And then all of a sudden he remembers they got the Ravens week 1. It's gonna be something else. Anyway, let's see. Let's go to that deep. It says, thank goodness we don't have to deal with Orlando wanting top LT money and Lamar's contract at the same time this year, which I think gets done by the start of the season. Yeah, I mean, we still got to deal with Ronnie Stanley's negative cap number if we actually. He's got a $30 million cap number this year. So he ain't going nowhere. Know that. So hopefully he is healthy, ready to rock. They said he's in the best shape of his life or trying to get in the best shape of his life, and the ankle looks good. So I'm hoping that is
training camp.
Turn for the better.
Yeah, looking good in training camp.
Let's see here.
Brooke, you got the clock on? Hi, Brooke.
Brooke made it. What?
Yeah, she did. Got the clock on, Brooke.
Chiefs they said get rid of him. Oh wow. And I'll be honest, the Chiefs fans kind of remind me sometimes of Eagles fans. They have a very low tolerance for any nonsense. Yeah. Let's see. KTSC is in the building. Hey, just so y'all know, Justin's doing his thing. He's interviewing people left and right. Like I said, he finds them out the woodwork. The guy has negotiating talent like none other to be able to get all these people on the screen with him. So make sure y'all subscribe to this guy's channel. Help him build. He is on the road to 1,000. He may have gotten there. I'm not sure.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, help this guy build because he is building a monster. And if you need a show to watch while I'm out, because I'll be out a little while. You know what I'm saying? This is the show you probably need to watch. It's KTSC. Just saying, that guy right there.
Yep.
And then let's see here. you talking about? OBJ drama. They're already sick of the Orlando Brown Jr. drama. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Zeus, little Zeus Jr. All right, Brooks got the clock. This is good. And Darcy's glad he's there. Problem, yes. Orlando Brown Jr. is definitely a Chiefs problem, not a Ravens problem. We got our own issues over here, but we'll figure those out. She missed Monday. No. Monday was not a show, Brooks. So you good. I had some things to take care of, and so did you, Cam. So
So we did Sunday.
yeah, and y'all got to think about it. I mean, as I'm getting closer to leaving out of the door, there's some family time that people want upstairs and all over there. And so, of course, like if we do one show a week now, I think it'd be reasonable. It's a good trade off for those folks that are going to miss me for about six months. The family. So if we can get one show in a week, that's cool with me. If we get two, cool. But if we don't get two, just don't be upset with us. Just know that I am trying to get as much family time in as I can before I go. Let's see. Nana says EDC needs to deal with Stanley if come out and can't play this year for real. There's only so much things that you can do once a contract's set in place. Like you can restructure.
Yeah.
But another restructure takes a restructure penalty. It kicks money down the road. And all these different things right now. They've done so many rollbacks with this guy's contract because they were relying on his ability to be there as a talent. And of course, that didn't work out that way. He only played one game last year. I mean, he really hadn't started a full season in the last 2 years, at least.
He started since
or was it 3 years? Since Lamar. He ain't had a full season since Lamar been here, right?
No, he had a full season. He was all pro. Lamar's MVP year, and then the COVID season. That's when he got injured. That injury was not of his. The one that we're still dealing with now. Remember that wasn't of his fault.
Yeah.
T.J. Watt threw Tyreek Phillips towards his legs. Tyreek Phillips, or one of them, either T.J. or Tyreek Phillips, like smashed his ankle in. So, that one you can't really. He was doing his job, So that one you can't really like fault him for.
Mm-hmm. Brooke says, "How many more shows I have?" Operations Security won't let me answer that one. Just know that I will tweet something saying "jumping across the pond" the day that I go. All right, let's just call it that. Let's say we do know it is in the month that starts with an A, and then it's somewhere in that month. Let's just call it like that.
We'll figure it out once you get over there.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Hey y'all, I'm in the pond, across the pond."
I don't think the show's gonna end just because of that. But
yeah, we're gonna try our best to keep it going. I might be up a few late nights or something, We'll see what we can do. All right, let's see. Nana says, "Did you see Odafe Owe pod tonight? It was really, really good."
No, I saw some that he it's actually on the Ravens channel. I just saw that actually as I was coming in the door. I didn't watch it though, but I heard it's gonna be good. So,
I didn't know he had a pod, so I'm interested.
So I'm sure he got something to say. Everybody got something to say right now.
Yeah, I saw him shooting a gun the other day. That was pretty cool. He shot a couple guns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was. I don't remember what he was shooting. Yeah, but he was shooting 2 at a time, and then all of a sudden he picked up an AR, started shooting that when somebody tossed it at him from the back. He loaded it. The camera was really up close, watching him be able to shoot, and it was great. I liked it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then Prochet was on today at lunchtime. I guess apparently he goes live every time he eats and answers a million questions. So he was just saying like, hey, he likes all the routes. He of course talked about Drake, how Drake is the GOAT. Apparently that is his thing, just constantly talking about Drake.
Because they did who tweeted this on Ravens podcast.
Oh yeah, that was him.
Yeah, the little, not the final drop, but one in the video. Who tweeted it? He was the one that tweeted about Drake.
He did mention something about Lamar Jackson. Somebody asked a question, and he's like, "Why are people giving Lamar Jackson a tough time?" And he actually did say that. And so it was a brief comment, and I was kind of like, "All right, there's more to it, than just that." But That was his observation. So he has his opinion. Let him have it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth though. It's the truth. It's that, and he don't act like everybody else, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I
You
mean,
know,
like most people come to the stadium in a business suit.
yeah, but not even just the business with his attitude. He's humble.
Yeah.
Most quarterbacks are players, but they a-holes, majority of them. I mean, or even if they're not, it's just a little arrogance with them. Joe Burrow is an arrogant fool. I'm sorry, he's been in the league for like 20 years. Aaron Rodgers, I love Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is probably my favorite quarterback other than Lamar. Arrogant.
Oh, yeah, he's cocky as all get out. I mean, his politics they glare completely through.
Yeah.
He is fully transparent of what his position is on just about every dang thing. He will skip OTAs and go take the team to a top golf or something like that, or they'll go to a movie theater. I mean, he's different, and I think they got to recognize that Lamar is different in his own way and give him that same respect.
He said no one like he'll do things, and then just like the thing with him and Pollard, he didn't have to get up there and tweet and apologize to Pollard. I probably wouldn't apologize to him, because the guy, it's not like the guy hasn't been taking shots at him for the longest. And then on top of that, what makes me upset about it, you are a Raven. You were here. So you just a wave hopper. You just saying can't. When people say that Lamar can't throw from the pocket, I'm trying to figure out where we are in 2019. Were y'all just born? You weren't there. Nobody.
They weren't that. It was a blip. They got caught in a blip. It was a Marvel blip year.
Exactly. We don't throw from the pocket. For the past, other than last season, even the COVID year, he was still number one for 2 years, I believe. For the MVP season and that year, he was number one in the red zone.
Yeah, his interior passing was really on point.
Throwing the ball from the pocket, he was number one.
In between the hashes. In between the hashes, he was top 10.
Yeah, he can't throw the ball. I mean, that's like a rabbit hole we can go down. We'll probably never get to the end of because it's sad. It doesn't make any sense. People it's like you don't have anything to say about them, so you got to figure something out to say negative about the dude.
True.
So at some point in time, you gotta, Lamar just got to the point where he had to say something like, "Come on, bro, like you taking a shot at me now. I gotta say something about you, and don't sit up there and say that it didn't bother him. Pollard knows about it."
Yeah. So we're saying she would never apologize, but she respects Lamar for doing it. He's better than me because now, yes, Brooke, we know you would have rolled up on Lamar on Pollard. She'd have been at the house just full on Marcus Peters and all right, what's up now, fam? Where you from? I'm like, yo, chill, Brooke, chill. That's it. Like, don't pop the trunk, Brooke. Do not pop the trunk.
I'm about to pull up on this fool.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I think he did take a high road. I think that was, maybe he has somebody in his ear, or maybe he just was inspired to actually come back and apologize. It's a really big person to be able to do that. Some of the best negotiators actually come out there and they do apologize straight up because it gives them a position to operate from. They don't burn these bridges in case they need to cross them back in the future.
But even if somebody, whether someone says something to him or not, bro, you know what? I respect it 100% because one, he's a younger man. You would think that the more mature person would be the one that would say, you know what, I may have went too far, but he's too busy trying to get his clown on to the point that he clout chasing. That's what Pollard is doing. He need a job. You're trying to get a job on because you notice everybody. I mean, other than Keyshawn Johnson on ESPN, all of FS1 interviewed him. Colin Hurd, he got hurt. Everybody was playing everything on FS1. So you trying to get a job.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, does he get paid per interview on these things too? I mean, just a little cheese there.
I think you're trying to get a job on the channel.
Yeah,
that's my.
Yeah, because everybody wants that drama personality. I mean, ESPN's got their Stephen A. Smith. NFL Network's got Steve Smith. You know what I'm saying? FS1 has got Sharp, and they got
What is Steve? Because Mike Rob be doing the same thing too.
Yeah.
Rob is another one. Like he doesn't. He says, "I love Lamar Jackson, but he got to learn to throw from the pocket." He played just like I did when I was at Penn State. He didn't play just like you did at Penn State. I remember when Mike Rob was a quarterback at Penn State. If that's the case, every quarterback that was in college played like you. That could run the ball. But Mike Rob is not. You're not Lamar Jackson.
Lamar's a different animal, and I think that for them to sit there and try to look at their playing days and even try to make any type of comparison, he's a totally different beast.
Yeah,
and you have to respect that as such. Even Mike Vick. Mike got a little bit of clout. I'll be honest, like reviving clout when Lamar was going through the MVP year, and it was just kind of weird because it was just like the only reason that he's on this show is because of the fact that Lamar is so dynamic and is changing the game with him being able to do both. Vick's wide receivers will go out and tell you, hey, I really hate Michael. I hate this dude because I could be wide open and this guy will run for his life. And thing is, Lamar is actually looking downfield and holding on to the ball to make those progressions and throwing inside the pocket. Vick was not doing those things. Vick was rolling out, trying to hit a tight end. And if it wasn't there, he was gone. He was gone up the field every single time. Lamar was not doing that as much, and Lamar was still effective on the ground and in the air. And and of course, when it comes to the wide receivers, they're standing up for Lamar. They're not clowning Lamar. They're coming for Roman, and maybe some rightfully so because the scheme doesn't match the benefit of the wide receivers the majority of the time. So, but the receivers are actually saying, "No, Lamar, you good." Yeah. Back then, they were saying, "No, Vick is the problem." I didn't start getting recognized until Vick was gone.
But the thing about it, then, if you look at Vick, didn't fit that system because you had to fit the system. They ain't changed the system for you. Every quarterback, whether they're like Lamar or not, the offense is changing towards the quarterback, which they should. You got to find a quarterback that's going to fit your system. They tried to do everything they could. They didn't know what they was doing with Vick. And he didn't have no receivers. Roddy White was probably the first receiver that he had at one particular time. And at the time when Roddy first got there, he couldn't catch the ball worth the lick. So he didn't have any receivers. Lamar always looked up to Vick. So that's why Vick is there. But I can't blame what Vick was doing back then compared to, now. If I want to compare it, I'd rather compare Vick at the Eagles opposed to Vick at Atlanta. Atlanta had nothing but Michael Vick. Yeah. And Michael Vick work done. In Philly, he had some pieces. In Philly, Michael Vick was totally different. That's the Michael Vick that matured enough to help Lamar in certain ways as far as seeing the field and doing things better.
Yeah.
The Vick in Atlanta, I can't name nobody. I can't name one receiver. I can name the tight end. I can name the running backs. I can't name any receivers. All the receivers were trash. So he didn't have anything. They didn't give him.
Wasn't Roddy White one of his receivers?
When Roddy White got there, he was trash. Roddy White was his first 2 seasons. Roddy White was not good.
That's why he was dissing Vick, is because he felt he was irrelevant because.
I was a big fan of. I've always been a fan of Vick. I watched all their games. Every time he threw the ball to Roddy, I was like, "Hey, Vick throwing the ball too hard. But you throwing 40 yards down the field. You got to put some heat on it a little bit." Roddy be like this.
Looking like on the replacements. Hey man, let me get some stickum. You got some stickum, dog? Let me get this.
It wasn't working. Why didn't it start getting better to after that? He was like,
oh my god. All right, so let's see here. Don C said good night. So good night, Don. I appreciate you, man, coming through. Make sure you tell a friend. For those of you who are on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube, hey, make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe, and smack that bell. If you're on Twitter and Facebook, just come on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe. That way we know that you're here with us, rocking with us. And if I got 9 people in the room, I need 9 likes, folks. All right, so let's keep rolling. Brooks says Bernard Pollard is bitter. Secondhand embarrassment is real. He needs to get a hobby. I agree. He's trying to get a job. He's trying.
I'm trying to get a job, bro.
He's like holding up a sign, we'll talk trash for food type of deal. And then, so KTSC says, are y'all going to training camp next week? Look, bro, I ain't going nowhere, but except for out processing right now.
Nebraska, Jay. Just he in Nebraska. He ain't gonna make it over here.
I can't make it over there right now. I mean, I guess I could go see. I will be going through that area, but it'll be more of sitting in the airport for a few hours.
I'm flying to Atlanta, so I won't be around. I got to go see my family down there for the weekend.
Wilbert is at it again, folks. If Pollard told the whole truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. No wide receiver wants to come and block and scramble eggs for Lamar. Where you get this stuff, man? It's just crazy. Oh,
Rhymes. Get up out of here.
Scouts writer facts about Lamar. Lamar rather play in the pocket, not run. He's a running system. It's a running system,
right.
Unfortunately, or he's in a running system. It is one that is built a certain way. I won't say it's a fully running system because they just got a whole bunch of tight ends that they're going to use that are as pass catchers.
Right.
I mean,
let me say real quick. This is a funny thing. If you go back to by looking at Lamar, even in college, I've seen it even in high school, but in college, the problem that it is that Lamar reaching for that Coca-Cola. Supposed to be getting some water. Nana Ray, you need to get on him. You're supposed to be getting water.
I drank some water today, man. I drank like 5-6 glasses, you know what I mean? So, like this for live.
Anyway, man. It's just the fact that Lamar is, I want to say he's by far like the best runner from the quarterback position ever. Other than Vic is right there. Him and Vic about neck to neck, but he's always looking to pass. It's just that when he takes off, it's just different. His straight line speed is ridiculous, bro. When you almost majority of the time you're the fastest person on the field, it's kind of difficult to make it seem like he makes it seem like he's doing more and he's not. It's like Michael Jordan when he used to just do all those crazy dunks on people within the games, not that you would see in a slam dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? Then it looks like, oh, that's all he can do is go to the inside. Now Mike popping threes in your face. Popping threes over here.
Yeah, and then Mike's playing defense. Mike's stealing. Mike was he was all over the place. He was a great teammate. He was an ultimate offensive weapon. He was a great defensive player. I mean, I just didn't understand, just because somebody does something magnificent doesn't make the rest of their talents par or less than par. Mm-hmm. Like, just because he's got dynamic legs does not mean the man don't have an arm. Does not mean this man, even in the years they say, oh, he can't throw. Mm-hmm. Look at those numbers, the throws in between the numbers. He was in top 6 category in the league of throwing in between the numbers. Now, his outside throws and some of those throws to the flats, they were bad. Mm-hmm. But what did they work on this offseason? Those exact same things. You go look at those Instagram videos. Those were the things they were working on. Some of the throws that were to the outside, both short and deep. He's working with the team. He's working with good receivers. He's working with, I don't know who this little dude is. He's got a lot of twitch, some little running back or whatever. I can't remember. I looked it up. Jay Peasy or whatever.
It was working with Lamar?
Yeah. Dude got like high top fade, short as all get out, but tons of twitch. But he's still in college right now. But he's been working with Lamar a majority of the time for his routes. But he's still in college. He won't come out until next year. So let's see. But yeah, I mean, the dude's been working on these things. So Lisa is here. She said Monday was my birthday and the best present I could.
Happy birthday! Sorry,
sorry we missed the show. I'm sorry. Happy birthday to you. We appreciate you. Oh my goodness. So 20. Hopefully 21. Big year.
21 again, always 21 again.
Yeah, I'm not sure how young, but definitely happy birthday to you, Lisa.
Oh, stay sexy 25, Lisa.
There you go. Stay sexy 25. Yeah, I'll keep turning 29, man. It just keep happening. All right. So, KTS said happy birthday.
Yeah, let's talk about it. We got to talk since you're on the verge of receivers. Let's talk about it.
Oh, you talking receivers?
Since you brought up Prochet,
Oh, okay.
who didn't show up? Who didn't show up this week?
Oh, Devin Williams. So they said this dude has some previous history of just off the field issues, even in college, and that's kind of what hurt his draft stock. Um, I'm hoping that's not the case here. Whatever he happens to be going through, obviously it's a private matter. And I'm hoping it's anything like drug related or other dumb baby mama issues and stuff like that. So let's hope that whatever he needs to take care of, that this man is taken care of and he's ready to rock, because Ravens have a depth problem right now. And I'm hoping that he is part of that solution. Maybe he makes it as that sixth receiver, but I'm hoping the competition is really good.
Do you think that he pulled the? I'm hoping it's for a good reason. The only reason I'm gonna say is hopefully it's for a good reason, because I'm hoping that maybe another team offered him more money, to become an undrafted free agent. You know what I mean? Like a Darius Washington, like last year, he was offered, like, I think he was going to. I knew he was going to make the team because I think that his signing bonus was like at least $100,000 to maybe I think $200,000.
Yeah, and then there was another guy who came. He left us and went to Carolina's camp, didn't he?
The wide receiver from North Carolina State. I can't pronounce his name, but But I'm hoping that's the reason. I hope he's not scared off by the competition, because for that last spot, it is a lot of competition.
Yeah.
I mean, if we only eat, I mean, actually, technically, if we do two, we go two receivers. We got two open spots. But if they only go, add one receiver, there's a lot of competition for that one spot. So I don't know if that's the case.
Think the money might have been sweeter too?
I hope it's not nothing negative as well. Okay, I'm sorry. What you said?
I was thinking like with the guy who left. I'm trying to look at the wide receivers that came in. The one I'm trying to think about, the one that went to Carolina.
I can't think his name, but he's from North Carolina State. He was here and then he decided not to sign. Or he signed.
It was Emeka Emezi?
Lisa.
Yeah, North Carolina State. From Waxahall, North Carolina, Yak Monster, fifth in the school, with 169 career receptions, 13 touchdowns in 2021. So hopefully, he's able to compete over there. But there's a guy that Carolina Panthers drafted last year that was probably, I think he was the best wide receiver in the country when he went to LSU. And Jamar Chase was just the best wide receiver in the state.
I thought everyone was like, either we're going to draft him or Bateman. I know you're talking about. He's a big body receiver too. His
stats really wasn't all that last year. You got me thinking about who it is now.
But I'm wondering if that's the case. I really wonder if I hope it's for a good reason. Put it that way. That's what I'm praying. I really pray it's for a good reason, not something. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry.
You talking about Williams? You talking about Williams, right?
Yeah, I really hope it's. I really pray that it's for a good reason, not something negative. So,
what the heck is this dude there, man? I don't see him. Terrence Marshall Jr.
Yeah, if somebody did offer some more bread, then by all means.
Yeah.
There's a few teams I'm sure he could have. Oh, Delicious put it up there. Terrence Marshall.
Oh yeah, I was already on it. Appreciate you, Delicious. Yeah, Terrence Marshall, and then Brooks says, "What does that even mean? Did he just quit?" I think it's like they put the offer on the table, and usually when you put an offer to a player who has not been offered a contract or been drafted or anything like that, usually that's the first thing they're doing. They're like, "Oh man, I can't believe. Let's wait." And the agent probably said, "Hey, hold on, more opportunity here. You ain't gonna make this Raven squad. Plus, of course, the rumor is, hey, that's not what they do. They don't pass." Or something like that. And he probably got that information and said, I got a better shot in Carolina, because he only has to compete with guys like, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, and Terrence Marshall Jr. are sitting at the top of that chart.
Yeah.
So, but underneath, you got guys like Brandon Zylstra, Rashad Higgins, who've been around for a minute, Andre Roberts. Is he really he can compete with those guys and possibly win. Keith Kirkwood, I'm sorry, I'm not a fan, or not really. Don't know who that is. C.J. Sanders, Shy Smith, Charleston Rambo, Rashawn Henry, and Andrew Park. So there's opportunities to make this squad. Probably more opportunities there for him to make it there than actually coming and trying to compete with the Ravens, who have a few guys that they actually do like. At the back of that depth chart.
Yeah.
One of them who has worked with Lamar this entire time and has been on the practice squad last season. So, and of course, you got the regular guys that have been here and been waiting for that opportunity. So the chances are better there to at least claim a 4th spot or a 5th spot versus trying to get one of the last spots with Baltimore.
I mean, one of these undrafted free agents.
So he's kind of a bust. I think he's talking about Marshall.
Terrence Marshall?
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Give him a year, man. I don't think he's a bust.
Rookie, brother.
It's like, that's cold blooded. And he's from my hometown. Give him a break, bro. I had to go look at the daggone his stats, but I don't think he's a bust. I think they're doing things differently over in Carolina. Give him a shot. And they just brought in Baker. I know if Wilbur has anything to say, he'll probably say something about the whole Baker to Marshall connection, how beautiful it is, and how they're pretty much he's going to have children and name them Baker and Marshall or something like that. So.
Wilbur hop in and did bounce. He think he's slick.
He's signing into his other profile right now. He's got to sign the Toast, and then he's got to go sign into another crazy profile. Yeah. Lisa asked the question here: how will the baby Ravens do this season? So I think we were actually talking about projections a little bit later on, but I didn't have it per player. I had some returning from injury stuff, and we'll get into that.
Lisa, you talking about? Are you?
Is she talking about the rookies?
You talking about the rookies, or you talking about like a little league team? Because I don't know. I live in Jersey. So I don't know how the baby Ravens going to do. I don't know who the baby Ravens are. I gotta look at the PLL list. They do have a baby Ravens though. That's why I was like, hold up, what are you talking about? But go ahead.
That's another good question here. She says, "Do you or Cam Rue have any idea who would take Jalen's spot?"
Berg, right now, no, it's up in the air. But what has happened because of that, I think the guy used to be a Raven. He brought him back from Atlanta. Means he can play defense end and he can play outside linebacker. He has a better opportunity to be in there with Justin Houston. So you got Justin Houston. All right, let me just tell you this: who I think going to start the season.
Okay.
I think Owe will be the starter. I think Bowser will be out there. Right behind Bowser is going to be Dalen. Behind Owe is going to be Justin. I don't think Justin needs to start this. Start the season. I think you invested in the first round and he had an opportunity to learn. You got to let Owe start. Give him every opportunity to. And then that's 4 right there. And then if Ajabo is healthy enough to not start on the PUP list, which I probably think he will, that just opens up the door for one other linebacker.
Dalen Hayes.
No, Dalen's already. I already said Dalen. Dalen's going to Dalen's going to back up Tyus. That's 3. You got Houston. That's 4. Right.
Yep.
So after that, then the guy that was
you got Stephen Means, Chuck Wiley. Who else? You got Ajabo. Ajabo going to be on PUP. Beagle, Vince Beagle, Jeremiah Moon. I think that's it.
Yeah, maybe Beagle. I don't know. I mean, he has experience playing outside and inside linebacker, so that may be an in for him to be the backup for both. But I don't see him as a rush linebacker. I think he played more sand or ball than he played the rush side.
Okay.
But I don't know. Right now, we have to wait until wait until preseason, see what's really good. Be over. Right now, we just playing a guessing game. Roll the dice. 4, 5, 6. Go ahead.
So KTSC brought up a good point. So the night that Rashad Bateman was drafted, we were very much split as Ravens Nation on who we wanted, Bateman or Marshall. And then
Yeah.
Marshall's his draft stock just slid
Yeah, it's like
after that.
kind of weird. But
And I'll be honest, I was on Team Marshall.
yeah,
I mean, I'm an LSU guy, and I had a little bit of a lot of bias
Yeah.
towards a Bossier City guy. I'm from Bossier City, Louisiana. This guy's from Bossier City, Louisiana. I think he's actually a kid of a friend that I went to high school with.
Yeah.
So I was like really biased. And then, of course, just hearing that Marshall was one of the best receivers in the country when he went to LSU and Jamar Chase was only the best in the state. I was like, okay, well, the guy's got some talent. Looked at his tape. I did see like a lot of stiffness on Marshall.
Not running?
Yeah, route running, just a lot of stiffness. I mean, he did a lot of big body things, but the route running was very much stiff.
I honestly thought we were going to go for him because of everyone was talking about like we need a big body. We need to make sure we got some speed on our side. He ran like a 4.3 something at the combine. So, but Bateman was, I think he was a better choice because of all that Bateman can do.
Yeah, complete. When you look at complete route tree, Bateman.
But yeah, outside and inside. So
yeah, I think it was a smart choice. It was the safe choice. It was the better overall choice, and I'm glad I wasn't general manager.
Yeah, he's still not a midget or nothing like that. He's still a pretty big guy. But,
yeah, and I still say, hey, give Marshall a chance because if he gets there and gets a consistent quarterback, we're not sure what can happen. There are decent weapons there already in Carolina, and he could be one of those guys. They got him as the slot wide receiver right now, which don't make sense. I think they're actually going to make some changes there.
He playing that at
Carolina?
What's the name? At LSU? Wasn't he in the slot?
Yeah, the guy.
He always had like their best receiver in the slot. They ran everything.
There was another guy at LSU. I can't remember. I think it was number 17 or something like that played more of the slot. And of course, with Jamar Chase there, he was doing a lot of slot things as well. So I don't know. I guess I had a bias. I had a very home bias. And when I went back and watched more tape on Rashad Bateman, I actually put a clip together. And it's a comparison of him and Julio Jones. And that's kind of the praise that I gave this guy and the grade that I gave this guy after, because I could see I was actually taking clips where Julio Jones would do something magnificent. And then I was able to show Rashad Bateman doing the exact same action, same type of catch, same type of dominance. And it just really put each other together to where the comparison was very much complete. However, I still say he leans towards more of a style of a Justin Jefferson to me. And that's just who I see Rashad Bateman as.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
His eyes in there, bro.
Let's see. Invisible Miner is here. What's good, man? He said, "Do y'all think Benjamin Victor will have a chance to make the team?" I do believe that he can make that spot.
Somebody got to look. Only way I'm gonna tell you this. Only way I see him not getting on the team is what you do on special teams. Because remember, you're the fifth receiver, so you got to bring something else to the pocket. Like even as great as I think we got lucky getting Tylan Wallace. He was the fifth receiver on the depth chart. You got to be able to play special teams. Actually, all the receivers at one point in time got to be able to play special teams. James, Duvernay, all of them. Like if you're not the first receiver, you're not the number one. You may have to be able to do some other things.
That dirty work. And somebody who's actually known for doing dirty work that's in competition for this team is Slade Bolden. Yeah. Slade is a blue collar, but he was a 4-star recruit out of West Monroe. I'm going to tell you about this school. West Monroe was one of those schools that was all hometown, grown, built. Nobody was out of their jurisdiction or whatever, their school district or whatever. So they had this school that was the exact opposite of that. I don't know how they recruited or how they just got people from different parishes and put them in P.O. boxes or assigned them to somebody else's home and all this. It was a school named Evangel. That just about the most dirty, under the daggone radar, behind the doors, handshake deals with parents and stuff like that. They built this monster, took it to the state championship, And West Monroe, all homegrown, all good to go, legit school, beats them in the championship. I know they build stars. They build some stars. And this is a 4-star recruit that Alabama was like, yo, come on through, come see us. 5'11", 195 pounds, was in the shadows of all these other fast burners out there, but he was a great wide receiver. He's got safe hands, and they called him a blue-collar, non-eye popper wide receiver. Just like, hey, if we can get one of those guys who's just down the grind, get on the special teams and earn his name there, that's what I'm looking for. I'll be rooting for him as well. I mean, there's so many good guys to root for on the back end. I cannot wait for training camp to start.
At least they think we're going to at least keep like 2 of them on. Well, we normally keep like 2 receivers on practice squad. Am I correct? At least 2.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for all of the undrafted receivers. Like honestly, but the main 3 is Slade. I'm rooting for Makai Polk, and I'm rooting for Bridges. Especially the fact that you're coming out of a small school like Fort Valley. It's a historical black college. It is small, So
yeah,
it would be nice for somebody to actually come out. Last person to actually dominate as a receiver to come out of a small black college. I really believe. I think it was T.O. I think T.O. was the last one. So that just tells you come in and work. Working.
I feel you. All right, so let's go to a couple of comments, and then we'll head on down talk about these injuries. So they want to talk defense, KTSC. So let's talk defense. Let's just jump right into that. So I wanted to do a little comparison. I like to do how I love to do my comparisons to that magical 2019 year, and I think before that I was doing some magical comparison to 2006, but I just kept it with 2021 and 2019. So when it came to the Ravens' defensive stats versus 2019, there weren't that many differences. It's just Lamar was just so dynamic. It made it seem like that defense was stout. Well, when we look at 2021, I'm going to go pull those numbers up first. So we only had 34 sacks in 2021. In 2019, how many y'all think we had? We can take some numbers on here. Like we have more, we have less, we have 4 more. Well, 4 less. How many do you think we had
compared to last year?
Yeah, 2021 compared to 2019.
I think we had about 35, 38.
You're close. You are close. All right, so I'm going to sit here and wait, see if we get some numbers in there, man. I think we're more than 8 seconds from the different feeds.
CU's too. I went to Virginia Union. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't know. Go ahead. Nobody gets it.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be behind. We'll go ahead and put it out there. So we had the number is 37. 37 sacks in 2019, 34 in 2021. Lets us know we got work to do. We got work to do. Brooks says 33.
How many you had? 30. We had 21 this year.
Yeah, so we had 34 this past year. We had 37 in 2019. So we were 24th rank.
How many did we have in 2018?
Oh, Nanny got it correct. In 2018?
He already said it.
Yes, the feed. So
good.
I don't know how many we had in 2018. I had to go back on that one. I was just comparing the two.
We had the number 1 defense.
We had the number 1 defense in 2018?
2018. That's the comparison I want. I need that comparison. I know we were number 1 in turnovers. We were number 1 turnover in turnover percentage, and we were number 1 in scoring.
I thought I had this thing pulled up before. I guess not.
Just said not good enough. We need 50 plus. I'm with you, Just.
I'm with you, man. I want to see a 2006 type of year.
I need 2006. I need 2000. Let's go ahead and take it to the. We're gonna go all the way to the top. Let's go all the way to the tip. 2000.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you want let's reach the top of the pinnacle there. That'd be beast.
Yeah, it's 30. Like what is 30 for 30 on ESPN? Make it that defense because nobody was scoring.
Yeah. So you figure, I guess in 2019, 2018, we had 43 sacks on the year. So that's a pretty solid year.
Don't talk about sound like something good.
Yeah, and then 12 interceptions. So when it came to interceptions, so 12 interceptions in 2018, and then 2021 we had 9.
Did we? I thought we only had 5.
I know it was just slim pickings, man.
Had 3. Chuck had 2. Marlon had 1. That's 5. That's
Yeah,
one I could think
I
of.
say his was in garbage time.
I don't know who else got it. Who else had 1?
I can't remember.
That's it. That was. Oh yeah, Gino had 1 against the Steelers. That's 6.
And you said Chuck had 2, right?
Chuck had 2. Anthony led the team with picks. He had 3 of them.
Okay.
David had 3. I only other 2. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
2019, we had 13 interceptions, and we were ranked 20th in the league.
I mean, 2018.
Oh, 2018, 13.
We had 13.
Yeah, 2018, actually 12. 12 in 2018.
But hold on. We had 12. In 2019, we had how many?
In 2019, we had 13.
How many did we have in 2020?
2020. 1 second. 2020 was a COVID year, man. I kind of didn't count that one.
Then?
Because we had 10 interceptions that year.
But
39 sacks.
39 sacks. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go. All right, go back to 2018. Only reason I'm looking at 2018 and 20. I'm trying to compare because we only talked about the picks, but you gotta remember 2020, even though it was a COVID year, that's when Punch Truesmania was on fire. Like between that 2018 and 2019, forced fumbles were ridiculous, especially 2018. 2018 is ridiculous.
Yeah, when it came to the 2018 forced fumbles, there was 9 forced fumbles, but there was 17 fumble recoveries. And it was a pretty decent year. You had 25 total fumbles that were bouncing around. There were next, and 9 of them were forced. You had 89 pass defenses, so just amazing corners doing their thing.
Right.
12 interceptions. They had 3 total touchdowns on defense. And they really brought it to the quarterback with 104 QB hits. This past year,
that was Suggs last year. No, that was Suggs last year, 2018. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, before you go any further, since we comparing defenses, you might as well compare it to 2018. 2000. How many sacks and how many turnovers they had?
I can't even go. I don't even know if I can go back that far. Let's see here. Let's find out. All right, it actually is letting me go back that far. That's crazy. Hey, shout out to Pro Football Reference, man. They've got the stats. All right, so we have on defense, the 2000 Ravens had 35 sacks.
Okay.
And
that's still a lot for that time. If you got to think about it for that time, especially when it was still more running than passing. Every team wasn't trying to pass the ball.
And interceptions, 23 interceptions.
God, jeez Louise.
23 interceptions when we over here doing single digits. Huge difference. Here's a good number.
You should feel horrible. We should feel horrible.
Here's a crazy number. All right, so remember when I said fumble recoveries? Yeah, forced fumbles was 19 compared to Baltimore's 8 this year. And then fumble recoveries, 42.
What?
42, man. It's crazy.
They don't get no better than that, bro.
They were balling, man.
I'm trying to remember. I think I heard somebody say 06 was better than 20, but I remember 06. We didn't win that many games in 06.
No, that's when Steve McNair was there, man.
No, Steve. Yeah, that was Steve. But Steve didn't play the whole season. Remember, he got injured. Didn't he get injured that year?
No, that was the year after, and that's when Kyle took over, and then we went back to the slums again.
They confused me because I'm thinking the year that 06. No, 06. You're right. 06 because we lost to Indianapolis in the playoffs.
Yeah, just because I wanted to bring it up. Let's just see here.
06.
All right, so we had 60 sacks in 2006, 23 fumble recoveries, 12 forced fumbles, 28 interceptions, and I mean they did 115 QB hits, and they had 2 safeties on the year. 6 total defensive touchdowns.
My heart.
And I think we only had 1 defensive touchdown.
Oh, my heart. Feels so much joy. Feel with so much joy right now.
Yes. So now that says we don't need to compare to 2021. We had way too many injuries. Well, I'm just saying, like, in order to show how great this team is going to be, I wanted to go back and see what we were.
Even if we went to 2018, that 2018 defense ain't nothing compared to that 06.
That 06 and that 2000 defense beast. I mean, absolutely.
Lord.
And so that's kind of like where we are as far as projections. Like, now we know where the bar is. We know what a great defense looks like.
That's why you see, because T couldn't do anything in that playoff game, man. That's when you knew the arm was dead. I was like, yo, can't throw the ball no more.
Oh, Brooke.
He had one good year with us, Brooke. That 2018, that was his best ones. 2018 was decent, but 2019 was decent, but 2018 was his coming out party.
Yeah.
07 was the year that we just had a good defense, but we couldn't do nothing.
Ed Reed was a major ball hawk. There was one year where they gave Peyton Manning the MVP, and I thought for sure that Ed should have been the MVP that year because dude was just everything. Was getting knocked out of the sky, was getting completely brought back down by him. The dude had, I want to say, 8 interceptions that year.
Yeah.
And it was leading the league in interceptions.
Yeah, I remember. What year was this? The year that we should have went to the Super Bowl in 2011 when Ed played half the season and still led the league in interceptions.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That was 2011. That's how amazing that dude is.
Yeah, that defense was great.
He's getting 2 picks a game. Like, give me that. Give me your money. Give me your money.
It was just everything was just like in those defenses. They just, like I said, it was unselfish play. They let everything into each other, had everything either headed to the back or to the middle of the field deep with him, or against the run. Everything was centered back into Ray. Ray was smashing. Just chemistry, defense. Loved it. I'm hoping we get something like that this year around. So let's do some projections since we here, man.
Just
let me go through the rest of these stats right quick for 2021. So, like I said, 34 sacks, 9 interceptions, 8 forced fumbles, only 1 defensive touchdown, 96 quarterback hits. They allowed 31 touchdowns. That was the 30th ranked defense in the league. So, if anybody's wondering why Wink got fired instead of Greg, it's right there. That was the passing touchdowns. So that defensive rank was 32nd ranked versus the pass because they gave up the cookies for 4,742 yards allowed through the air. It was bad.
I was close. Just trying to put me on blast. It was 2010. All right, man. I was a year off, brother. I don't know how many picks he had. I just know he was getting 2 a game. Like, he was half the season.
Balling, man.
He was balling. I know he kept working on that hip, and I was like, come on, brother. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. It was 2010. That's when we lost to Pittsburgh in the playoffs.
So then you go back to 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what Wink can say is that he was number 1 against the run, but that's because everybody was throwing on us. They didn't need to run the ball on us. When you go, so you only gave up 1,436 yards total allowed on the ground. That was the number 1 rush defense in the league.
You talking about 2019?
2021.
Oh.
And so you go back over to 2019, which is what I was doing all the comparisons to. So, like I said, 37 sacks, 13 interceptions, 15 forced fumbles, 4 defensive touchdowns.
I don't want that.
Huh?
I don't want that 2019.
You want that 2018?
If it ain't 06, nah. You didn't brought back history.
You're like, look, you don't want toast bread. You want bagels, big old bagels.
06, 2000. I need that.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking like if we get just a taste of what 2019.
No, we didn't have the taste. Stop giving me crackers.
We want to reach for the stars. Huh?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Don't stop giving me crackers.
But that unit from 2019 was ranked versus the pass. It was number 6 against the pass. And versus the run, I believe they were number 8, but they only allowed 3,315 yards against the pass.
Don't want that either.
So at least that kind of gives us an idea of when things are healthy, when people are healthy, when you got guys that are replenished through the youth, and when you're hiring guys on the back end who are full-on ball hawks, big things can happen. So let's talk these projections for 2022. Let's go with sacks. How many sacks?
Roll the dice, Just. What we going with 50? We going with 50 sacks, Just?
50 sacks? Who said 50 sacks?
Just want 50 sacks. Jeff said 50 and plus.
50 plus sacks.
That's what Just said. You hold KT accountable for his thoughts.
All right, we're going to put this on here. All right, Justin said, we're going to come back to this. Justin, 50 plus sack prediction.
I say 50.
All right.
I'm not. What you say? What you need? What you need?
Let's see. Well, based on the last couple of years, we're sitting around the 30s. I'm thinking with a faster OA, and let's say he comes out just as good as Judon did with the 9.5. Let's say he has. I'll even give him 2 more than what Judon had in 2019. Judon was the sack.
Hold on. Come on. I don't know where in the heck Wilbur came from.
He came back one?
Like a roach in the corner.
He came out of here. 50 plus sacks is how much Lamar will take in the first half of the season. Bruh.
The broom for you. I got
Yes, slap him. Hey, if anybody wants to go ahead and slap him, just please go to the hand emoji in there. Just
slap him, Brooke, please.
Slaps. Give this man the slaps.
Brooke said, I'm going to need 55.
Find your hand emoji, your waving emoji, like you're raising a hand. Those are equal to slaps. Please give this man the slaps.
I'm going, I think we need at least, Brooke need 55. Brooke going to always try to double whatever anyway. She going to always try to go. Go ahead. Where were you going with it? Go ahead.
Remember, say he ain't trying to ruin the stream too much. You definitely we have a good time with you, bro. You are welcome here.
I see you roaches in many years. I see you many years.
All right, so let's see. You saying 55, or Brooke saying 55?
Brooke said Brooke is not my agent.
Brooke's not agent. Okay, she does not speak for the people of Cameroon. He had his own agent for the artists, for the
Brooke does not speak
for the movies and for the stats. He's got his own agent he's working with here.
Skibbity Paps, D3.
Skibbity Paps. There we go. Skibbity Pap.
Cody Banks on him. Good.
Oh my gosh.
Big gonna be great. Anyway,
with Brooke saying 55, I'd say, like I said, because like Judon was leading the team in 2019 with 9.5, I'm going to say that our sack leader is going to be Owe. Our sack leader is going to be Owe, and he's going to have 11.5 sacks this year.
All right, but that's not a total. You said how many?
Okay, total number, because I feel like a few people are going to eat.
Hold on. Watch
maybe Bowser.
See how the red be slide to the left? You don't want to see everything slide to the left.
All right. So with Bowser eating, with Owe eating, and I think with the way that this defense will be ran with McDonald, I think there will be a lot more pressure coming. I'm going to go 47 sacks on the season.
You got 47?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, y'all put the pressure on. 47. Brooke up here saying me and Cam said 55. Oh, God. Brooke, oh, man.
Oh, wait, that's your agent. She said she don't said it.
Hold on. Before we go any further, what's the total amount of who had the
Brooke and Cam said 55.
who had the most amount of sacks last year?
Most amount of sacks last year was Tyus Bowser with 7.
No. I mean, what team?
Oh,
Number one is that.
you got me looking up some crazy stats here.
All right, brother. Y'all make because y'all talking 50 and plus. Like Jesus is gonna be back tomorrow. Y'all gotta chill out.
Hey, they said we do not know the time or day or whatever.
Hold up. Now the Rave agree with you. He going if he's healthy, yes, he will.
He said, "Who's there?"
Now the Rave, she agrees with you with OA.
Oh yeah, fully healthy Bowser, and like I said, with so many different rotations that's going to happen with all these guys healthy, I think it goes up a great deal. And then, hang on a second, Williams got a funny thing. Huh?
Brooke says she high. What?
She high.
Oh no, she said aim high. I thought she said I'm high.
Oh, right, like, dang, bro, just gonna put it all out there on the show. Hey, you do you, honey.
Hold up, Brooke, you be telling people you high. Oh, she said aim high, Cam. Okay, I have to fix my contact real quick. Hold up.
It's tripping, man. All right, so the Steelers, they really got it in last year. Them and the Vikings and the Rams all had above 50 sacks. So you had Steelers with 55, the Vikings with 51, the Rams with 50, and then the Bears right behind them at 49, 49ers at 48.
All right.
The Dolphins constantly hitting the zero blitz button at 48.
I'm riding with it. I'm riding with you, Brooke. I'm riding with you.
So you saying 55? 55 is the number.
Right. Just said 50. Don't say no plus either, Justin. You said 50. Name your number.
He said 50. Well, he flip flop.
No, he said 50. He said we need 50 plus. So I figured he said 50. So you got to name a number, Justin. Come on, KT Sports. Come on, give me
responding to Justin to a few of those. Okay, so
all right, 52. 52.
All right, Brooke said 55. She going her 55. Are you going your agent? Are you going with your agent?
I'm going with my agent, but Justin's a little slick joker over here. This joker is
right.
52. So you gonna see this is how you play it safe. Play it safe. You get God's number like Ray Lewis. You get 52. You ain't slick, brother. I know how you do.
Wait a minute. He said 50 plus, so 52. You know,
he just picked 52 because of Ray Lewis. He not slick. I know you. I know how you do. I know. How you
so you know how he thinks, huh?
I know how you do. We talk on the phone. I know how you do, brother. Go ahead.
Let's see. So we have 50. So I got 47 from the projection. You enrolling with your agent. You went 55, and Justin went with 52.
Uh-huh.
All right. And now let's go with interceptions. What are we thinking?
What did 06 have? What they have in 06?
It's probably like 12 or 13.
Nah, I think they had like
20. Oh, no, 20 something or whatever.
Say it again.
28.
Hey.
28 interceptions.
What we going for, bro? We doing 28. We going to repeat, run it back one time.
I think the rules have changed in this league drastically, and I think it puts our guys at a disadvantage, our corners. And I think even some of the top teams picking things off like the Dallas Cowboys and stuff, I still say I put us at 20. I'm gonna go with an even number.
That still sounds good though.
Yeah.
Good. That sounds good.
Jay Will says 20 picks.
We got 25, Jay Will. Nana Ray, you ain't getting in on the bets? Brooke, we going hard, man. 20, 33. Hey. Come on, 6 with your old funky. She in there rolling the dice. Mama need a pair of shoes. Come on.
You rolling with your agent? You rolling with your agent today?
I'm going to roll with my agent, yo.
Brooke, you going 33?
Yeah, I didn't want to go 33. I was going to say 30.
All right, but I mean, it's close enough. 33.
What We're gonna go with Jesus' number.
Come on, 33.
Go with 33. Mama named me Clay, I'm going Clay. Come on, 6-4.
Come on, 6 with your fucking. Oh my goodness.
Thanks. Who said 65 interceptions?
Whoever says, I think you will get more interceptions this year because you were so injured last year. Yeah. I mean, that's a positive thing. He said something good. Lisa, geez, Lisa.
Wilbur, shut up.
Shoot for the moon. My goodness.
Don't try to be positive now.
Lisa says 65. This is gonna be a no-fly zone. Gee,
that ain't even a no-fly zone. That means nobody's scoring.
Real, that's full on terrorists at the airport. This is not a fly. This is no flying, nothing.
Man, said 29. Somebody rolling the dice. The list, what you get? You gonna get into
29? Okay.
Money. Come on, somebody get on this money. Come
Roll
on.
the delicious. What you got? I told Marlo if he don't get a few a game, we're gonna have a problem. Okay, so tell him to stop tweeting and definitely get to that gym.
What we should have because this right now is interceptions. We should have went with the turnover ratio. What's the turnover amount? The turnovers they had in 06. That's what is really good.
I mean, we talking full on turnovers. Let's see.
That could be fumbles or interceptions, y'all. The list.
We're talking about fumble recoveries, interceptions. If we combine the two together, we're talking about a good 51 turnovers.
I like it. Okay, I roll with that. Let's say we're going to get 25. Okay, turnovers. Let's talk about the turnovers. Lisa, lower down on the turnovers.
So we're talking forced fumbles next, let's say. Forced fumbles.
So you just putting it all together. You just
yeah. Just trying to separate, put it together at the end there. All right, so we're talking
with the interceptions. That's outdoing 06. Did we outdo 06?
34 picks for Justin.
Just said 34. Just trying to outdo. Just you ain't slick. I know you can.
He says, Adit says, think about 20 picks and 3 pick sixes. Okay, so let's go back to 2006 and see how many pick sixes we had. 2006.
Hold on. Who said what?
5 pick sixes.
Okay.
We had in 2006.
You really going in? You going in with the pick sixes and all? I wasn't even going to go with the pick sixes. I hope it all turned into.
Just say, ain't no way in heck.
65. Lisa just went all. She said, "To the top we go." To the top. It's my birthday wish. That's Lisa's birthday.
We're not biased in here. Not biased at all. Not even a little bit. Delicious says 25.
All right, 25. 25 sounds good. And Ray, Peter's gonna be healthy. He'll be healthy. It's gonna be a no-fly zone. Forced fumbles. I think we're gonna have more than 6.
Lisa says 36 interceptions. And Marlo forces 4 fumbles.
Huh?
And Marlo forces 4 fumbles according to Delicious.
Only 4?
Yeah.
I mean, in 2020, he had like 8. Don't discount.
I mean, that was a great year, but last year he did nothing. So I'm thinking like,
double up now, brother. You got to
double up. I'm thinking, hey, he need to get back on track. I think people they looking for it now. You know what I'm saying?
Double up. He missed the payday. You got to double up.
Yeah, he owes us. He does. He owes us.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Nana says forced fumbles. 6 forced fumbles.
I think
that's kind of light. I mean, you got to think about it. When we had in 2021, we had 8 forced fumbles. And 2019, you had 15 forced fumbles.
Yeah, come on, go back to 06.
2006, 12 forced fumbles.
Okay, we're gonna go. Let's be Brooke. Let's think sensible here. I'm gonna go with 10. No, let's do 12. Let's go 12. We even it out. We're gonna even 06. Let's do 12.
I'm going to say this is going to be an increased number. This is an increased number on the forced fumbles, and I think it's going to be because of the amount of sacks, strip sacks. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go high on this one. I'm going to say 16.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm saying 16 because the amount of pressure that's going to be brought in.
Gotta breathe. Brooke said 15. You say 16. All right.
15.
All right.
All right, so you rolling with Jaden on this one on 15?
Yeah, my agent spoke again. She's saying 15. We going 15.
All right, bro, 15. All right, and Justin, what do you have?
Just what'd you say?
He's talking about the 65 picks here. He says the only way we could get 65 picks is if we play Jameis Winston and Baker Sam all day. I love it. Yes, Jameis will throw about 4 picks a game.
About 30. James give about good 30.
That is funny. That's it. Jay Will says 14. Wilbur says the Steelers O-line isn't the best. Mitch is back there now. Your strip sacks will go up. That's possible. It's possible. However, I have been watching Mitch, and that dude look like he's in the best shape of his life right now.
Yeah. Lisa is not playing, boy. Lisa is, boy, happy birthday to you.
24. Goodness gracious, girl.
A game with it. She is like, reach for the stars. Your birthday, this is your birthday week.
We start getting those type of numbers. I don't care what type of day it is in that location that I'm going to be at deploy. Y'all call me.
You saying only 8? Oh, pick sixes. You want to say 8? That's a heck of a number. Pick 6.
Yeah, so 8 pick sixes. And so when you look at the 2006, what did I say? Total of 5 pick sixes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they did fumble recovery for some touchdowns too. So 1 touchdown off fumble recoveries.
We need that old thing back. We got to have that old Ravens D back. That's how we win in these Super Bowls. It's not
every senator contract earned.
Yes, we need that old. When the defense is, even though they 2012 when we won the Super Bowl, the defense wasn't the normal defense. That's because our general was hurt and we went through some struggles. You saw when it's time to turn it on, we turned it all the way on. So we need that old thing back.
All right, so we're saying KTSC said 10 on the forced fumbles. 2006 forced fumbles. 12. Okay.
So if we get a total, we totaling up. What you got?
Are we talking about for fumble recoveries yet?
We did fumble recovery? I'm told.
Yeah, we hadn't done fumble recoveries.
Okay, well, so that's okay. Count all of that for the forced turnovers. So I mean turnover, the total amount of turnovers for the season.
Well, we got to get the fumble recovery because if we do the fumble recoveries, that's considered our turnovers there. So we'll add those in.
That's right.
So back in 2006, 23 fumble recoveries.
Bro, 24? Can we do 24? 24?
24? All right.
24 recoveries. Can we do 24, bro? Let me see what my agent say.
I say fumble recoveries because we have the increased number.
Hold on. Lamar ain't never going to get on the field. 19 pick sixes.
Yeah, he'll go cold.
Cold blooded.
19 fixes. This is gonna be a full on do not even don't enter baggage check. Don't check your bags to just carry your butt home type of situation. It is not gonna be a fly zone. No, there will be no flights today. It's an ice storm in Baltimore.
God, 24.
They just cold with it.
19 is a good number too, though.
Yes, sir. So she's saying 24 is good on the fumble recoveries. With 16 forced fumbles, and I'm gonna say that they recover. I'm gonna go with a good. I'm gonna go 21. I'm gonna go 21 on this.
Go 21. JT, what you got? Just KT, what you got? What you got, KT?
Let's see. So KT is okay. So Nana says 21. I'm rocking with you, Nana. We're good.
What? Okay, Brooks said the 24 is good. Okay.
So we get those numbers, and I mean, nobody can say crap to me. I'm acting bougie to get some numbers. Yes, indeed.
Boy, Lisa, you got me on a high. I'm praying everything you say come true.
KTSC said forced fumbles 10. I think we got that number down already. What does he got on the fumble recoveries?
Just
All right, so
recovery.
I don't even know if we got. Did we get Delicious's numbers? I don't know if we got the full numbers on Delicious.
We got this 25 on the interceptions. What you
Yeah.
got the recoveries and the fumbles of Delicious?
Yeah, I think I need Delicious numbers on the sacks. I need his numbers on the fumble recoveries. We also need to talk about defensive interception, or excuse me, defensive touchdowns. And then I probably won't. We won't bother with the QB hits and stuff. But just,
Lisa said on the fumble recovery 25. Lisa, she being reasonable now.
25, one ahead of Brooke. At least.
Down on her birthday high. She being reasonable now.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I give you a little bit.
All right, Wilbur says, how many PIs your secondary is touched? Yeah, I mean, he does bring up a good point. When it comes to this type of aggressive defense, there's going to be penalties. Yeah, you're going to play physical, no doubt.
We play physical. We ain't soft like those brownies up there. We ain't soft brownie. Play physical over here, brownie. Even though I like Ward, man, Ward is a heck of a corner. I love Ward.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be some penalties, and we ain't gonna go through this whole thing clean. Baltimore has been one of the top penalized teams in the league for years. Teams that the referees come for us.
Like football, then.
Yeah, all I know is they better not ever allow a game like the Super Bowl like that, like with offensive pass interference in that way. That Jamar Chase in there and slang that dude by his helmet.
Talking about T. Higgins when he swung Ramsey.
Yeah,
I don't know how that wasn't called. I was like, y'all got to be kidding me. Like they honestly, like it shouldn't have came down to the wire. Like
they was like, hey, they should have. I think they was like, all right, we got to make this game.
It always seems like it's like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. It always seems like it's like that in the Super Bowl when the Super Bowl's in the dome. Something weird happens.
Yeah.
Lights out.
Yeah. Thank you, Beyonce.
Lights out. Beyonce used up all the
power.
Electricity during the halftime show.
Mm-hmm. Got to call FEMA just to get the lights back on. Is this in New Orleans?
Y'all couldn't see that. Too many lights on. You didn't see the face mask.
Like for me, I just imagine Roger Goodell sitting there like, oh no, this getting out of hand.
Don't call that. Don't call that. He pulled it.
Let me see that break. Is that the breaker? Okay, you just slide out the way for a second. Just flip this joint down. Okay, Delicious says 40 sacks. And then how many forced fumbles, Delicious? And how many fumble recoveries? Let's see. While we're waiting on that, Brooke has a comment. She says, Marlo promised not to choke any of your receivers out this time, Wilbur. You did put them on that rear naked choke. That was
it didn't slam to the ground.
It's like, you're going to take this. I think he had them wrapped around. It was perfect techniques where you actually got both sides here.
They did them good. He got them good. He's like, yo, Odell, chill it.
I'll put you in this girl. You gonna take this?
I'll tell you something, bro. You've been working out hard enough.
Killing it, man. All right, so I think we talked about our fumble recoveries. We got 21 for me. You said 24. You were with your agent.
Mm-hmm.
And then, wait a minute. Wilbur said something here. Delicious says 12 on the forced fumbles in total and 4 recovered. 12 total.
Hold on.
And only 4 recovered.
Look at Lisa go up here. Delicious. I'm just going to sit down here on this ground. I ain't even going to go high with it. I'm going to keep it real light, bro.
Now, Delicious, the only reason we're kind of raising our eyebrow at the 4 is because there are situations like mesh point, random receivers just dropping the ball, or fumbling the ball out of nowhere. It's not even forced. They just do a Deshaun Jackson or something like that and decide, all right, at the 1 yard line, we just gonna drop that off. Just random stuff happens. Oh, OBJ don't play for us anymore. Leave us alone.
Brooke, leave Brooke alone, bro.
I'm scared we might not get the 40 sacks.
Nah, don't be afraid, brother. Roll that dice.
Yeah, I'm still thinking like, hey, if they can get any type of pressure from McDonald's system, I think we're going 40 plus, man.
Yeah.
40 plus on that. And Lisa says, don't mess with us, Jets. I'm with you. Hopefully they go in there with the business mentality. Like, I don't care what your draft class look like. I don't care that Robert Salas is on the rebound. And I don't care how many of Zach Wilson's mom's friends that he messed with. It don't matter. We coming in there with a business mentality. We're ready to handle business. Jets, we're going to treat them like the Jets of old, and we're going to beat the mess out of them.
This is about projection for his first game. I'm sorry, excuse me. My projection for this first game. The first quarter, it's going to look like a good game. Second quarter is going to start being that stretch. You know, you watching the race. Coming in the last 100, start inching away. That second half, we're going to be on a different playing, different scale. Like they get nothing. That second half, it's just going to look like a college game. Like we going to blow them out like we did Miami. That's my feeling. Yo, what up?
Yo, what's going on, Ali?
What up?
How you doing, man? Okay, so did we get Delicious fumble recoveries? He said 4. All right, defensive touchdowns. I don't think we did that one.
Don't be scared.
All right, so for me, defensive touchdowns based off of 2006's defensive touchdowns, we have 5. I'm going to go based on the amount of sacks and recoveries. I'm going 7. 7.
6, dude.
7.
Oh,
what
6.
What a girl say on 7? She just like 7.
06 they did 7.
06 they did 5.
5.
1 fumble recovery touchdown.
5 recoveries. Brooke, what you got on? Lisa said 20. Sweet Jesus.
I'm gonna go 7 because of the fumble recoveries amount that we got on there, or that I have on there. 21 fumble recoveries. One of them is at least going to be, or at least 2 of them are going to be for touchdowns.
Hold up. You said 7. Lisa said 20. Look how
20. Good God, you know what, Lisa? Look at these numbers again. I need to get Lisa's numbers down. We need to get all this together.
Look at the difference between Lisa and Delicious. Lisa said 20. Delicious said, I think 3. 3 in the pots. I'm glad we ain't playing those spades, boy.
She is really calling them back, getting sandbag like a.
I'm losing with
sandbag everything, man.
With no hands with y'all, boy. That's gonna make me work.
Yeah, I'm making somebody bust here. So Lisa said 20. She said how many? She was in the ridiculous numbers of 60 something.
Happy birthday, Lisa. Again.
Happy birthday, girl. I got to scroll back up. She don't say some madness.
Happy birthday again.
24 forced fumbles for Lisa.
65 interceptions.
65 interceptions.
We making all types of money with Lisa.
65 interceptions. Then we need her number of sacks.
This is all predictions, Ali. So don't worry about who's healthy, who's not. We pretending like everybody healthy right now.
Did Lisa give us our sack number? Because I don't remember Lisa giving a sack number.
I can't remember what Lisa's sack number was. Something crazy.
65 interceptions.
She said
that one.
I don't know. Hold
on. What she say? 20. She said she ain't messing around.
Happy birthday.
Let's see here. Nana says defensive touchdowns 8. Okay.
All right, Nana being reasonable.
Yeah.
Lisa,
we need one more number from you. We need we need 4 fumble recoveries, and we need fumble recoveries and number of sacks.
But can we cut that? Can we cut that in half? Can we do 8 instead of 15?
She said, okay, 8 defensive touchdowns.
No, Brooke got 15.
Brooke got 15 defensive touchdowns?
15. Come on, Brooke.
That's your agent. You got to talk to your agent, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to have that conversation. Like Lamar said, it's a conversation.
Brooke, come on, Brooke. We got to do better than 15. 15 is a little tight. All right.
She said 8. All right, y'all met in the middle. It's all good.
Appreciate you. You're a very loving and a compassionate agent.
What about KTSC? Did he have a defensive touchdown number?
He just left. I don't know what he's doing.
13 forced fumbles from Lisa. No, but you said 24. Are we looking for fumble recoveries, Lisa?
I mean, fumble recoveries. She had 20 for fumble recoveries.
She said 20?
Remember this when she had 20 and Delicious had 3?
I had her at 24 according to the notes.
No. What are we talking about right now?
Lisa said 20 fumble recoveries. Oh, it's going to be 20 defensive touchdowns, 24 forced fumbles.
We on the defensive touchdowns right now, right?
Yeah, now we're on defensive touchdowns. So we got to figure out where she's at on that one.
You said 5.
Yeah.
And I said 8. Lisa had 20, and then she knocked it down to 13. She being nice. Be a reason. Delicious, you going to change? You going to stay at 3? Come on, Delicious.
Delicious had 3 what? 3 defensive touchdowns?
3.
All right. So he's got some really safe numbers here. So
safe numbers. We got to get out.
Just looking at his numbers for Delicious.
Oh, thanks, Delicious.
Yeah, Delicious alone, we're looking at 40 sacks, 25 interceptions. Okay, that's a good number. 12 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries, and 3 defensive touchdowns. They are sane numbers.
The middle of the pack, Delicious. We are not the number 1 defense with them numbers. No. You my brother. I'm telling you no.
All right, Delicious said he gonna go 5. 5
stars, brother. Reach for the stars.
I think he said 5 for the defensive touchdowns.
Brooke getting on to my 3. That's rude.
That's rude. He's like, I'm gonna go 5. All right, so PQ can only eat if our D-line performs at a high level. Yes, I agree.
The D-line is ridiculous right now.
Yeah, they're going to eat, man.
Probably one of our biggest strengths on this team.
Absolutely.
D-line and that secondary, or just if you compare both, that D-line is stacked. If Calais is good and healthy, and if Michael Pierce can stay good and healthy, if Madubuike can step it up, I know Roger Washington's waiting for his opportunity to get busy. If Travis Jones does well as a rookie, he's going to be a problem. If Brent Urban just comes in and does what he needs to do, I don't need him to get a whole bunch of sacks. He's just a run stop, period. Coming from that D-line.
Here we go. So we got you. Let's just go through your numbers right quick. You got 55 sacks, 33 interceptions, 15 forced fumbles. 24 fumble recoveries, and 8 defensive touchdowns. You are, woof. My goodness. So if we talking turnovers that are projected by you right now.
These new pair of shoes. Come on.
We're looking at 57 total turnovers.
We need to get back to that 06 D, bro. 2006 defense and that 2000 defense, we need to be, if we can't be better, we got to be somewhere in the middle between those two. We got to be on that same level. Forget 2018.
Panic mode.
Over. I'm be all right. I'm praying. Yeah, I'm running with you, bro. I have faith in what you're saying. I'm running with you.
57 total turnovers. Let me go through my numbers right quick.
Go ahead.
47 sacks.
Okay.
20 interceptions. 16 forced fumbles. 21 fumble recoveries. And 7 defensive touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So based on my interceptions with my fumble recoveries, I'm looking at a total of 41 total turnovers.
Hmm.
So, I mean, 41, 57. Hopefully it's somewhere happy medium in there,
Yeah.
If they can meet it. If they can beat it, great. But we're looking at
See what she said. Wow, Cam. Nana Rave. I was rolling with my agent. I was rolling with my agent, Nana Rave. Brooke is my agent. She the one told me we got
roll the numbers, roll the agent. I mean, whew, that's a lot to meet. So we're looking at our numbers based off of 2006. So remember I said 51 was the magical number for 2006 because that was 28 interceptions plus 23 fumble recoveries, adding up to 51. I said 50. I said 41. You said 57. So if we can get a year like 2006, then we can actually meet somewhere around that area, which is right in the middle for both of us.
I'm laughing because Wilford up here talking about AFC North defensive.
Oh, okay. So yeah, AFC North defensive ranks.
Look what he got.
Wilbur says, it says Cleveland, number 1. Cincy, number 2. Steelers, number 3. And Baltimore, number 4. As long as Cincy has Eli Apple, I will refuse to put them anywhere near the top of the list of the AFC North.
How you going to respond to any of this? This is just as bad as Bernard Pollard coming out of
And then, of course, he's got Baltimore sitting at the back. I mean, I don't know. He probably sitting there, got Bernard Pollard over here massaging his shoulders. Hey, say this.
you Wilbur is smoking. Now, that's who's hot. Not Brooke. Wilbur is hot.
Got that good Akron stuff, man, I tell you. So if we had to say ranks as far as AFC North ranks of defense, let's go back to this. AFC North's ranks of defense.
If healthy. Everybody healthy?
Everybody's healthy.
I'm ranking it?
Yeah, rank.
I'm going to be biased.
Yeah.
I'll be a little biased. I think it's us. It'll be us, then the Steelers. Then I'll give it to Cleveland because Wilbur's on here. Then it'll be Cincinnati.
I think I like that model. I think I'll flip it. I'll say Steelers on top. Us number 2. Because I think when it comes to the Steelers right now, they're going to rely heavily on the ground game and heavily on a quarterback. I mean, they're relying heavy on the ground game, heavily on the defense. They're going to need those in order to be successful, and they have already a solidified pass rush, and then something on the back end there with Fitzpatrick to help with all that. So, I think the Steelers, they're going to look pretty good. They look good on paper as far as the defense. I'm not saying the offense, but I am saying the defense looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and give them just the edge on Baltimore, but I think we coming.
I'm giving. It's just very hard to get to the edge because I'm still thinking like us healthy, and who's gonna pass the ball? They're not passing the ball on us. They're gonna have a hard time. They still gotta build up their offensive line. They're not running the ball on us. That ain't happening. You're gonna try.
Ravens, Steelers, Cincy, and then the Boo Boo.
That's my agent. That's why she's my agent.
I
love my agent. Get him.
She's biased and she will die biased. I guess you are saying he's like saying who else is there besides Fitzpatrick. Lisa wants to know what Kool-Aid Wilbur is drinking. She wants you to go ahead and prescribe that. Delicious says the Steelers DBs don't look all that great to me. I guess, if I am taking that into consideration, which I should have, I'll flip it. Baltimore, number 1. Steelers, based on DB strength, they have Fitzpatrick, but other DB strength, I don't think it's that great. I'd actually put them at 3. Sorry, I guess I didn't forget. I forgot about that as far as reassessing. I'll go ahead and say Cleveland 2. So I got to flip this whole list. Baltimore 1, Cleveland 2,
Mm.
and then it's a toss up between the other
He's love tonight, boy. He'll love you for that. He's gonna keep coming back.
two. I know, right? He gonna come. Hey, this man gave me $10. I gotta slide him somewhere on the list, man.
Got Cleveland last.
Yeah.
She got Cleveland last, and Ali got Cleveland last too. They got the same.
Yeah, you got the Bengals and the Browns. Okay, so now they got Baltimore, Steelers, Bengals, and Browns.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that one too. Only reason I put Cincy last because if Jesse Bates is not there, that secondary is not going to be the same.
Oh yeah, I agree.
He's a ball hawk, and he. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. Throughout the Tennessee game, he saved him. He almost saved him in the Super Bowl. Paid the man. Since
Oh yeah,
don't want
he
to
paid that money, man. He definitely a top safety in the league.
They don't want to pay him. That's Lamar's boy, by the way. I think they went to high school together, or I know they know each other from Florida, but that's his people. He always
They got Eli Apple starting. Yes, probably one of the worst defenses. All right, what does Chris say? Chris said the Browns are going to look like an expansion team. Oh, geez.
Oh.
No, I can't lie to you, man. Like the Browns, they got a lot of chess pieces placed in that defense is going to look good. I'll be honest with you. They just don't have the quarterback that they need right now because Deshaun's got things pending.
Rank the quarterbacks in the AFC North.
Ooh. Okay. Brooks says I can't wait to laugh at the Bengals, specifically Eli Applehead. But all right. Shante says Ravens, Steelers, Cincy, Browns. I think she's still talking defenses. If we are talking ranking, you said ranking quarterbacks?
Yeah.
I know this is totally against the top rankings or whatever I think we had the other day. Let me see that. I did not put him above. Okay, so cool. I'm gonna just go stick with what I was rolling with when I did my tops. Mm-hmm. So of course I got Lamar number 1. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Joe number 2. Deshaun, I say 3. And yeah, that Mitch Trubisky guy number 4.
I agree with you totally with that one.
Yeah, and I know that like I said, it's a lot goes into Deshaun as far as I ain't talking character, nothing like that. I'm just saying
player.
The guy, play the game tape. From what I can see, is a guy who holds the ball a little bit too long. Yeah. He's got great deep shots. I want to see more intermediate accuracy with Deshaun. If he's got burners on the field, yeah, he's able to place that ball. But at the same time, I want to see a little bit more of the complete tape. Like, I don't think he was worth all the money that was guaranteed, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he's a special player. I think he'll do a lot better in Cleveland because they have an offensive line, which Tennessee, which the Texans really never had. So that's part of the reason probably he was running all over the place. All right, so running backs. What's the running back ranking?
I mean, I gotta go with Cleveland at the top.
Give me that one. I give Cleveland number 1.
Yeah, I get Cleveland number 1. I mean,
Chubb is questionably the best running back in the game, man. And people don't. I don't know why they don't talk about him as much, but he in my top 3. Yeah. Chubb, Henry, and Taylor. Those are my top 3.
And then the thing is, D'Ernest Johnson came out there and was like, I ain't finna miss a beat. So the stable of running backs that Cleveland has is really, really, really like way above par.
Yeah.
Top tier of the league. I'd say best running back core in the league. And then healthy, Baltimore right after that.
Yeah, everybody healthy.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And then, Steelers has a great running back.
Right. They only got 1.
They got 1.
Running back the room.
And so it's neck and neck with Cincy.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Cincy got a couple. I mean, they got a couple.
Yeah.
Mixon is the main horse, but, they got a couple.
Yeah, they got Perrine still over there. And Perrine actually is a good cutback guy.
Yeah, but he's more of a fullback, but he is a running. He's good.
Yeah. So it's like if I got to put it, Cincy's backs versus Steelers back, it's difficult for that third and fourth slot. It could be going either way. I think based on having a decent second year, this guy could be Derrick Henry esque.
Mm.
I got to go Pittsburgh over Cincy.
Healthy offensive line. Got the best offensive line.
I don't know. I'll let you shoot first on this one. I am having trouble on that one.
Healthy offensive line. I think I'll be honest with you. Healthy offensive line. I like what we have.
Yep.
I want to say Cleveland, but since they lost their center and they lost their right tackle, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it's Baltimore. I think Cincy and Snipe break my honest. I think Cleveland's there. It's either Cleveland, Cincy, or Cincy, Cleveland. And Pittsburgh they still trying to get it together. Their line is not all the way together yet, so they're last.
Okay.
Let's go to the position, brother. I'll receive. Talk to me. Go ahead and get the ranks. You go Cincy number one.
Yep.
You got two 1,000 yard receivers. They got me.
I think Joe came in there and just really made these guys like take it off to a whole nother level. Of course, with Chase as well.
Yeah.
I think that just really top tier wide receiver core right there. Then of course you got your Cooper is now in the north, and so that really brings a whole different dynamic. When it comes to Cleveland's wide receivers, there's a sleeper there that I don't think people thinking about. His name looked like a law firm, but Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah.
I think he is going to really take off this year. So
He's the number two now. He's the number two.
Yeah.
Cooper.
Yeah.
So they got Burner. So they got some speed out there too.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think they could actually be that number two. I'll say
better than Cleveland. I mean, better than Pittsburgh. They still got Pittsburgh. Still got Johnson.
Oh, they got Calvin Austin Jr.
They got
Calvin Austin the third. Austin the third.
And they got old boy from what's my man from the University of Georgia.
Pickens.
Yeah.
Pickens or Pickett?
They got him.
Pickens.
They got him, and they got Claypool. I think they might have the best wide receiver core. To be honest with you.
All right, so I'd say Cincy, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean we got unknowns, but they got a lot of pieces.
Yeah, I just feel like I really do believe this Pro Shake Cat about to light it.
Don't be laughing, man.
Oh gosh, here we go. Nobody throwing to the wide receivers though, and where?
What?
Oh, in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's right. I mean, they don't have nobody throwing to him, so.
Yeah, but they still we just counting the core. We can't really talk about who's gonna throw it to him yet. But we count the core. It's not like let's not sleep on Mr. Trubisky. He's had some times where he's been a decent quarterback. He ain't gotta be Ben. He just got to do enough because the defense is gonna be sound. You know that. He gotta be.
He still should did more when Robinson was there.
Yeah, should have. But look, that's all right because the one I'm worried about really that I want out there. Well, I don't care. I don't care when they put him out there. I want them all pitch. I want them all anybody in the AFC North. But I can find a reason not to like any of these teams. But Kenny Pickett is the future, so that's the one I'm looking at more than Mitchell. Mitch is more than Trubisky. I'm looking at Pickett because he's not going to be. Look, he's going to at least be out there. He's going to be out there by next year. He ain't going to be out there by the middle of the season. Somehow, some way, he's going to work his way to that front.
Chris, what you talking about, man? You say I feel like you just cursed at me.
Well, we talking about the wide receivers.
Oh, okay, I guess when I said the order, I must have maybe thrown. Maybe I guess I put Baltimore down at the bottom, and he feels like I mean, like right now, like I said, we got work to do.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Biscuit. Oh yeah, Mr. Biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
He gonna be the starter, bro. Be nice. He ain't gonna be the starter. Rudolph ain't gonna see the light of day.
For real.
Dogs behind out there on the field.
Go get another helmet smacked in him. He smashed.
Nothing. He get no work. All right, we done covered it. All right, so let's go defense. Secondary.
Secondary, I think we got the top.
Front to the back. Let's go from the front to the back. Defensive line.
Okay. Defensive line, I think.
So now we got if we go.
It's hard not to have a bias towards Baltimore in this one.
Like us and Pittsburgh run a 3-4, right? So we're gonna go base defense. Let's just count. Let's count the edge with the defensive line because they run a 4-3. Both Cleveland and Cincinnati. So let's count the edge rushers. So let's count the outside linebackers
we count outside linebackers now, of course.
Yeah,
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, the Cleveland don't have outside line. They got the DNs. So they run a 4.
Are we just calling the edge? We just saying edge?
No. You want to go defensive line? If we go defensive line, we just go defensive line. We go defensive line.
Defensive lineman?
For us,
Baltimore.
It's set up. Okay. Who else? I agree. Baltimore first. I think Pittsburgh number 2.
Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincy at the bottom.
I agree with that. Okay. Now we let's go edge.
Edge. 51 sacks.
I gotta be Cleveland first.
I got some freaks over there. They built upon that. It's gonna look even more explosive. As a whole unit, Cleveland, followed by Pittsburgh, followed by Baltimore, Cincy at the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
Only reason I would say we at the bottom right now is because it's still the unknown. It's just like our receivers, the unknown. Like, Boy hasn't been in the league long enough, and Cincinnati got 2 veteran DNs that one of them he made the Pro Bowl at the Saints, and he made it there for Cincy. All right, let's go to the linebackers.
And we're looking at Cincy from last year. Cincy had 42 sacks. So, yeah, I'd say edge. Gotta give it. I put Baltimore at the bottom. Potential means we've done nothing yet.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying because it's still unknown. Like Jalen Haynes didn't play away, So, all right, so linebackers. This should be good. I know my ranking.
It's a little too difficult for me, man. It's a toss-up there.
I'm going to tell you, look here. But as bad as it may look, we still got the best inside linebacking core in the AFC North. Even Mike Tomlin said Patrick Queen is the number 1 linebacker right now. He's playing like the number 1 linebacker in the AFC North right now. And he said that last year, like in the middle of the season.
That boy missing tackles though, man.
But when he moved to the wheel, he changed. We still look better. We still look better. I have heard no noise, nothing from any of the linebackers from Pittsburgh. Nobody. I don't fear any of them. Even the one from Notre Dame, the one that hurt Lamar, hit him late. There's no fear.
JOK was. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody that you like. All right, you got to worry about. I thought Bush was going to be that dude for Pittsburgh, but I don't know. Like, it's us, and then I want to say maybe Pittsburgh, maybe not. And then Cincinnati didn't have like a dominant middle linebacker either, but I give it to them, and then Cleveland or whatever. But that 4-3 for some reason, it didn't look like it was much. All right, so let's go ahead. Corners.
Corners, us. Hands down.
Who's number 2?
I think number 2. I don't like necessarily Cleveland's corners because I feel like they leave a lot to be. They can get burnt.
Yeah. Exactly. I like Wood though. I like Wood. I ain't gonna lie. I like the way he played.
But Greedy gets full on destroyed over there.
So he didn't lost his spot. Newsome is the new starter, but he's still on. He's still on the team.
Yeah,
He was
just put him in the slot because oh my gosh, he got embarrassed.
Yeah.
Let's see, Pittsburgh corners they're still developing.
So you got to put Cincy there.
Yeah, I had to say Cincy.
And then
Yeah, I'd say Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincy, Pittsburgh. Yeah, so Newsom. Yeah, he said Newsom's good,
yeah, he took it.
and yeah, Newsom is good. So I'd say I'd give Cleveland that second.
First round draft pick anyway. Wilbur wasn't he a first rounder?
That was it Ward or Newsom.
No, I know Ward is a first round draft pick, but I think they picked Newsom last year. I think he was a first round draft pick.
Wasn't Greedy a first rounder?
Not Greedy was a second round.
Oh.
In the second. All right. Well, this is easy. This safeties. That's us first. Okay, who you got?
Say it was safeties. Us, Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
No, excuse me, us. Okay, yeah, us, Pittsburgh, Cincy, Cleveland.
I ain't even picking Cincy.
No,
not if Bates ain't there. I ain't giving him no love.
Okay, so I was thinking with Bates.
Oh yeah, no, he ain't coming back. They're gonna have to trade him, bro. They're gonna have to trade him.
Well, he ain't signed the tag, or was that?
No, he said he's not showing up at all. He said if y'all not, he won his contract. They didn't want to pay. They wanted to pay him. They wanted to sign the tag. They said they want to pay him. I was listening to this on Sirius Satellite. They said they want to pay him $2 or $3 million over the tag number. That still puts him lower than where Fitz is. Way lower. Not even like close. Like way lower.
Thing is, I don't know why Cincy being cheap. They got the money.
It's like that though. That's why Palmer wanted to leave. That's why Carson Palmer didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Like, I'll retire before I come back there. They've always been cheap like that. That's why I was surprised they Spurs on the offensive line like that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But you got you paid the whole offensive line, but you ain't paid your leader in that back end. Like Jesse is the leader in that back end. Yeah, he's a top 6
He said he doesn't know why they don't want to pay him. And Cincy fans think they drafted his replacement. They are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know Daxter Hill like that. I think he's more of a slot corner than a free safety.
Yeah.
But didn't Hill go? I believe he went. Didn't he go to Michigan as a running back like his brother?
I am not sure. That's something I had to look a little bit deeper into.
He went to Michigan as a running back, and then they switched to the safety with in either way, I'm not giving until I know Bates is there. I can't give him nothing. But I'm going Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. That's why I think that's another reason why he having a hard time, because you just drafted my replacement. First round, right? You ain't drafted second, third round. You drafted my replacement first round, and you don't want to pay me. So that means you give me the tag, and the next year I'm gone.
Yeah.
So just let me go.
It's like I feel the love.
Business. Let's let me go and trade me and get it. If they smart, try to get a first round draft pick for him. He's a dominant free safety. He's not a slouch. I can name quite a few teams that need a free safety like that.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely would probably want to give up top dollar for him.
I mean, Houston, they trying to make things turn around. I'm pretty sure as garbage as they are, their cap number probably looking solid.
And they got some room for a free safety. They got room. They got how many first round draft picks they have? I think they have. If I'm not mistaken, I think they have 2, maybe, or maybe that's Philly. I think Philly has 2. They need a free safety. They don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few teams that need a free safety that definitely would want to pick. So,
Bates goes to the Lions. He said it's having play next to our guy
Joker. Like I said earlier, I can see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they need him. I
guess Brooke forgot the clock.
We on 2, Brooke. Brooke was in. He was hitting them numbers.
Brooke, we had 2 hours, honey. We had 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Where the bell at, Brooke? Brooke disappeared.
So big things. I think the last thing we want to end with was there were players returning from injury. I think we hit on this a little bit earlier in the show, but just kind of wrapping it up. J.K. Dobbins, like apparently Ian Rappaport, he don't piss him off, pissed him all the way out.
I hear myself.
Yeah, he got beef with Rappaport. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, she hit the clock. Okay, she hit the clock.
She knows she was distracted. Yeah, she was distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, throwing up all them crazy numbers. You don't put. You made me write a check. I hope I can cash that on it.
That's some crazy numbers there. All right, so J.K. Dobbins is mad. He's basically saying, "Hey, look, I ain't finna go on this pup. He probably ain't finna go on the pup. Guaranteeing he will be there for week 1." So that is a good sign for the Baltimore Ravens. Ian Rappaport obviously got his facts wrong. There have been some people on NFL Network saying that Ian Rappaport is talking to the Ravens organization and the Ravens organization is trying to protect him. I don't think they got that information out there. He's just taking guesses, stabs in the dark. A lot of that has been going on with these blue check marks this year. Let's see. Brooke says she's confident in our guys. Yeah, I'm with you. As far as other injury news, Ronnie Stanley, ankle's doing great. He's getting in the best shape of his life, according to Harbaugh. And like I said, he only played 1 game total last year, so hopefully he got plenty of rest and is able to come back and look great.
Yep.
Next is Gus Edwards. Apparently he is on schedule. I don't know exactly what on schedule means. As far as I'm thinking, possibly pupless, and then coming back, for week 1, hopefully ready. If not, we got some dogs back there that are hungry and ready to eat. Then of course there's MP Juice Man.
We're gonna have five. Sorry, cut you off. We're gonna have five running backs. I don't think we cut Justice Hill. I don't think we cutting Mike Davis. I think they're keeping all of them.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if JK plays, but I would not be surprised if he not. Either way, I think one of them is gonna go on the pup list.
And we keeping Mike Davis?
I think we are. I think we're gonna go out there before start the season off, and then one of them's either gonna wind up on the IR or they're gonna cut.
Interesting. Let me go back to. I think we wrote this down the other day, didn't we? Yeah. We wrote down all the people we was keeping and all the people we was getting rid of. Let's see. Oh, that's not it.
But on fire. You picking it up, huh? You be trying to get it together.
Are you getting the last couple shots in? Let's see. So Ian Rappaport takes more L's than Lamar in the play. Boy.
Wow.
All right, Ali says, yep, 3 tight ends, 4 wide receivers, and 5 running backs. Okay.
Interesting. We keep them 4. We keep them 4 tight ends.
Here it is. Okay, so we got. I had 3 running backs. I think you got 5 on that one, but I think you still made it work.
I had 4. Did I have 4? I had 5.
I'm showing when we did all our cuts.
I think I had 4.
How many tight ends did you say?
I have 4. I have 5 receivers. And I said, what if we kept 5 tight ends and moved? We kept 4 tight ends. Either we kept 4. I forgot the number.
Oh, I got it here. So yeah, you did say 5 running backs.
5, because I think somebody gonna start on the pub list. I don't think all of them.
And you said 4 tight ends, 5 wide receivers, 9 O linemen. Yeah, you said one person was gonna start on the putt from the edge. Defensive end, nose tackle.
Player. Huh? Going back to that offense, 5. How many running backs? 5 running backs. I said 5 receivers, didn't it?
5 running backs, 5 receivers, 4 tight ends.
Yeah.
It all somehow you made it work. You made it all pan out.
Because you gotta. One of the running backs is going. I think we're going either. I don't think we cut anybody. I think somebody. Gus injury happened non-contact. Those are the ones that you got to worry about more than somebody actually contacting you, because you know what I mean. And then again, on top of that, it's happened a week after. Like it was a week and a half, 2 weeks after. You know what I mean? Thank you, Nana Ray. I mean it happened like I think 2 weeks after. Like it, because Gus, he got injured like wasn't it like 2 days before the game?
He got injured. No, Gus Gay got injured 2 days before the game, and same thing with Peters, same day.
Right, and then with JK, His happened a week and a half before that. So that's already a time frame right there. So JK should be ahead of Gus anyway. But the fact that his is non-contact, that's more dangerous. The fact that it was non-contact than somebody hit you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
They just playing it wrong. You know what I mean? They say they have no Odell Beckham Super Bowl. You know,
Yeah.
playing it wrong. And that's when that whole injury happened.
Yeah, you got to give him some time to really make sure everything's tight. Same thing with Marcus. That's his first injury ever. And it's really, that's crazy.
So he says he'll be ready to start training camp at full strength. Is what his prediction is.
Vetus?
Yes.
Vetus said that?
Yep.
Yeah, I know he said. Yeah, he did say July he'd be good. What about
Bowser?
No. What about Gus? What did Gus say?
Gus said, well, Harbaugh did. He spoke for him. He said Gus is on schedule. I don't think Gus has actually came out and said much of anything.
Yeah.
But I think he's always been quiet unless he's rapping. That's the only time he's ever really saying stuff.
He's been on the Ravens app though, like participating in things. So he must be feeling good.
Yeah. So I think he's always just one of those guys, more action than talk. So I think can't wait to see him just come back, shock everybody. You know, I was watching some tape the other day on him. He would just do people one cut, and then he was taking off like a racehorse. You know, it kind of reminded me of with Bernard Pierce back in the day. You know, but Bernard would basically he see a couple inches daylight, and actually, you know, shoo, he's off. But you know, John didn't have patience for his fumbles, so he kind of just benched him immediately. So let's see, something about Drake, but
I don't know what you say. I blame Drake.
Probably because he's a Ravens fan. This dude over here rocking Ravens gear right around playoff time. Like, dude, take that off.
Look,
Drake is a bad.
Toronto won the Super Bowl. Let him live, man. I ain't blaming Drake for nothing. I'm not blaming Drake for nothing.
It's a Drake curse, man. Drake curse is real.
He broke the curse when Toronto won the doggone final.
Oh, yeah, he did. That's true.
They won the final, so
yeah, that's true.
I can't blame Drake on that one. It was just one of them years. It's bound to happen one time or another. But
and then third preseason game for JK. Well, you gotta think about it, like how preseason is set up now with only 3 of those left. What is the preseason game going to look like now for the third?
I don't think
is the second the dress rehearsal now.
They're saying the second one looking like the dress rehearsal, but I don't think. How many starters are actually going to play? Like I don't see that happen. Yeah.
All right, last question of the night. Are we paying Lamar or what?
Yeah, we're just waiting on Kyler. We're waiting on Kyler Murray. I think we're waiting on Kyler Murray. Once Kyler Murray get paid, Lamar's will get his like 2 days later.
I think it is. It's got to be it's a matter of guaranteed money. Which agent is going to be able to pull in the most guaranteed money that doesn't look like Deshaun Watson's contract?
Yeah.
And if we talking normally, so they're going to go back and say, all right, well, we're going to take a look at this just Josh Allen deal. And we're going to look at the guaranteed money there. And whatever that guaranteed money is, and they're going to look at Aaron Rodgers' deal, whatever the guaranteed money in those 2 deals, be somewhere in a happy medium right along there because of that escalator. So we're looking at, I say, $180 million guaranteed for Lamar, $48 million a year. That's kind of where that's what I'm thinking, because it's lower than Aaron, who's, you know, proven 4-time MVP, went out there and killed it, Super Bowl champion, and, you know, they basically paying for because they knew that they could not afford what his cap number was last year, so they had to roll things back a little bit in order to be able to do that. So now you got to figure out, all right, what's between Josh Allen and what's between Aaron? You know, somewhere in there is the number.
You're going to get like, they're going to figure it out to make him the highest paid quarterback. I would love to make him the highest paid quarterback, everybody. Just give him 51.
Yeah, they'd be hot.
Everybody can be like, oh, he don't deserve it. He got it, though.
He got it.
But he got it, though.
Yeah.
Got it, though.
Mm-hmm.
I want that feeling, just to be like,
yeah.
oh, he got it, though.
Yeah. Like the money talks. My
Yeah.
guy's the best.
But I think they're waiting to see, because if once Kyler gets paid, then you got more than you, because you don't want to get paid and then Kyler get paid and Kyler get paid more than you. And I don't think Kyler deserves.
No, he's not gonna get more than Lamar. No, not at all. So now that's the thing. That is a huge piece of the equation.
Yeah, I bet you like that's what they wait. I would, if I was Lamar, I'd be like, let me just wait to see, because this dude is pressing. Look at the dude that's not pressing and the dude that's pressing. He's pressing to get a contract because Kyler, I don't know, if you want to talk about injury prone, he gets injured a lot more than Lamar. Actually, Josh Allen gets injured a lot more than Lamar. Lamar's never got, knock on wood, knock on all types of wood, he's never got injured running. He's got injured in the pocket from late hits and a bad snap when he threw the ball falling back. He's not injury prone. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, Josh Allen's gotten a concussion running the ball. He got injured another time, trying to run the joke over. He's more liable. He reminds me of Cam Newton. He's more liable to break down in 5 years more than Lamar is. When people were trying to say, like, I was watching Speak for Yourself, they said those type of quarterbacks, they compared them to Cam Newton, RG3, and Michael Vick. After his 5th season, he started to decline because of all the hits and the wear and tear from running. I don't see how Josh Allen run the ball. Just because he didn't put up 1,000 yards, he's not first of all.
I think they built all of those guys. They may be mobile, but they're built different. They all had different styles.
Exactly. But who had the one that's the most dynamic and the one that was hard to hit and knew how to get down is that one right behind you. Even when he take on a hit or he do, give up a hit, he hits, but he just knows how to fold the right way. Cam used to run jokers over sometimes just to show off his strength. Josh Allen does it. They didn't talk about Josh Allen. We're not going to talk about that. Michael Vick used to always pull hammies. Like Joker, and mainly I think Michael Vick's problem was the fact that he didn't take care of his body, period, like he should have. He didn't study.
He was all athlete. Like, he was just like, hey, I got it. Work on it.
Like he even said, like, I should have studied better. I should have, like, certain things he should have took to the table and took care of your body a different way. I think for RG3, I think if anybody was injury prone, he was injury prone because he had an ACL tear in college before. And I think it was the same tear he had then. So I think RG3 was more injury prone than anybody out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? So he probably would have lasted a lot longer if he didn't have that injury his rookie year. And then force his way back. Like, remember he had the injury, he had the ACL tear, but you still wanted to go to the Pro Bowl. Like, that's naive. You got the Pro Bowl selection. That's still going to be under your name, whether you show up to the Pro Bowl or not. You rookie of the year. Heal up. Then you came back, then he dislocated his ankle. Jumping over somebody, he hit the grass. He didn't hit nobody. So you can't compare somebody. Like, first of all, everybody's different. Even Kyler Murray, he's another one. He runs the ball. Ain't talk about it. He runs the ball. He got to build his body up. That Joker, and he's smaller than all of them.
Yeah.
He don't take a lot of hits, but he still, the durability is not there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, Lamar, unless it's a design run, Lamar's not running the ball. That's the problem. The majority of the time, Lamar's not trying to run the ball. And when he does take off, it just happens that he may just get a quick 50.
Yeah, now don't get me wrong. Like, I did enjoy watching 2018 Lamar, where if it wasn't there, this man was just gone. He was gone in a cloud of smoke, like full on, but he was smart enough to get out of bounds.
Right.
Each time.
Man, he wasn't taking everybody. Everybody think, because you're running, you getting hit. He's not always. He really hasn't. Like I said, I can name like maybe 2 or 3 hits that he's taken on. Somebody's gotten an actual hit on him, Nobody hits the man. He either gets down, he doesn't know how to slot, so he drops his body. He knows he's gonna get down, or like you said, he gets out of balance. And it's all some cheap shots going out of bounds. Jokers will push him, and he mess around and he stepping on something that that's wrong. That has nothing to do with durability. That's people just being dirty.
Brooke, I'm gonna hurt you. This girl talking about Jimmy. How much did you say? I'm gonna get you, girl. Oh boy, I said 48, 100 and what did I say? 180 mil guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, so we looking at math. I'm from Louisiana. Doing math sucks.
I think he's gonna get the highest paid. So whatever Collar gets, I think he's gonna go over. I think he's gonna get paid over that. We got the hardware. The man is, Aaron getting that money, but Aaron, he only getting top dollar because nobody else is getting a contract at the time.
All right, so you saying 51 times 5-year deal, let's say, that's $255 million total, but we're talking about 180 mil of it guaranteed. But I think if he gets 51, I think more of it's going to be guaranteed. I'm gonna say a 195 of that guaranteed. If he's getting a 255 deal.
Yeah, either way, as long as he the highest paid for that particular time, and hopefully if we can get the deal done before the season starts, that'll open up some cap space. That'll be 13 million open up on cap space if we need something. We still haven't signed all our rookies. David Ojabo was not signed, and that's because we don't have any cap space to sign them.
I think they got to calculate that whole Earl Thomas money back into the cap too, in order to figure out how much is left.
Because right now we only got 6,800,000.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some recalculation with that with Earl's money, and then I think they're going to restructure. One of the folks that I had, like a few people, I had a whole formula of restructures.
They restructured Peters. That's $5 million opened up. They restructured Peters.
Yeah, so they'll need to extend Peters because this is last year of the deal.
Restructure Ronnie, if anybody, because
Boyle took a cut, right?
Boyle took a pay cut, but it's in the incentives. But Ronnie should do something.
So we did. So that was one of those. So it's going to have to be Peters. We got the money from Boykin. Got the money from Young. Got the money from AV. Did Marlowe restructure? I think he came to the table yet.
I think he did last year.
Yeah, they need him to come to the table again because they need to be able to, they can clear $5 million if they get him to restructure. And then Mandrews might have to come to the table, do a little bit of working around his and get some upfront money with a bonus. And that'll clear up $2.3 million of cap. And with Ferguson, I think also that does help out with a $1 million hit. And then Hill and Marshall. Yeah, I think that's about a good $2 million they can make right there as well. Marshall, Iman Marshall.
Let them go, releasing them?
Yeah.
Cutting who? Hill?
Yeah. Cut Hill, cut Marshall. Yeah.
I don't think they cut Justice Hill. Iman, I can see getting cut. I don't think they're gonna cut Justice.
They got to do something. I mean, if we got Beatty back there, we got, that you got Gus, you got JK. You said we keeping Mike Davis.
I think somebody's starting on the pup list. That's why I said we keep him 4.
Okay.
That's my reason, because we keep him 4. What if they do want JK to wait a couple of weeks, start him on IR, to bring him back in 3 weeks and put Gus on the pup list. Then you really please, bro. Then need those 4. Need those backs. You know what I mean? So we're gonna run into the problems we had last year.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's we had 224 here. I think that's pretty good show. Hey, those of y'all who just came in on Facebook, on Twitter, I appreciate y'all coming through. For our loyal YouTube folks, I appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, smack that bell so you know when it's going down.
Thank you for being the timekeeper. Sorry, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks, Brooke. We appreciate you. You slipping on the time sometimes, but it's all right. You did remind us. We just happened to go a little bit over. Maybe we should probably have like a 2-minute warning countdown. I still got to build that thing. So, but we went major over.
Don't come up with too many rules, but Brooks, you're gonna give me problems. You're gonna call you Jimmy for the rest of the year.
Oh my gosh. And I'm excited about the football season. Like I said, I'll probably be up late in the morning watching football on those Monday mornings, because it will be Monday morning where I'm at when y'all are watching your Sunday football. So excited about that. We got a few shows left. We're going to make them great. We appreciate y'all coming through. Thanks for tuning in to the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours, this is your couch rider, Raven.
Salute.
Man, Cam Rue.
Yes, sir.
We out, man. Y'all take care and be cool. Yeah.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, Original Sports Perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White rap for the beat, though.